StreamYard, but we're on. Bando Picks with the first comment. Good morning, Cripple Crew. We got Jimmy Crowe in the house. DarkWaterActual's running a couple minutes behind. And Bladewalker hit me up. He's not feeling great, but if he feels a little better, he's gonna pop on.
Cool.
How's your day going so far?
Mine?
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely
Awesome.
Wonderful. I worked on 2 or 3 knives this morning and got them ready to go. I'll be making some photos of them and post them on IG. And
nice.
Yeah.
Be shady. What's up, homie?
Hello, Be Shady.
My day's going well. Very hectic this morning. Just trying to get this all done and pop on to TKE's stream and say hi like I always do. Plus, FerraMonster announced that huge sale, and they confirmed with me this morning that my code works on top of it. So I was making sure to get a sale post up this morning before the stream. What's up, Marco?
How's it going?
Yeah, that 15% off on the Urban Grip and then 12% on the Aurora Rays and Glideman, plus DBD gives you 10% more. That's the biggest sale they've ever done. That's 25% off on this. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Ron Crowe, what's up, homie?
Sorry about that. I'm trying to get a distraction out of the way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, hell yeah. Appreciate you popping in, Be Shady. I saw, man, that you got some bird knives and you got some different stuff in than what you've been working on lately. That's really cool.
Yeah, I did. My source for a good, reasonable price, QSP's kind of ran out. Haven't done anything lately, so I was able to hook up on some very good deals with some Civivis and even some of the Spyderco birds. And so yeah, I'm trying some other stuff. I've done those in the past on my own.
Yeah.
To get them out to somebody else, sure. If they're reasonable price, yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. Ron Crowe and Tactical Bright 408. What it do? What it do?
Good morning.
Everybody, if you would, stab that like button like you mean it. I'd appreciate it. Rolf Robertson, good morning. What's up, homie?
Hello, Rolf.
Got a box on the way to Rolf with Robert Willoughby. What's up? KO Knives, good morning. It's going well, thank you, and yourself.
Good morning, sir.
Got a box on the way to Rolf Robertson with the bug out in it. I traded the bug out for the Devo Knives Premium Pony Stout.
That's awesome.
Plus, we made another trade. I got some stuff got it going to him, and I'm getting a Finch Nocturnal in the dark blue fat carbon.
Cool.
And I'm looking forward to that. That's a Wicked Warney with really good looking fat carbon. The bug out, as much as I liked it after I upgraded it, it was just too thin for my hands.
I totally get that. I've got little bitty hands, so it takes a certain size knife to work for me, and I totally get if it's too small or if it's too large, it just don't fit, and that's the reason there's so many options out there.
Yeah, that's why we are so lucky to be spoiled for choice like we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this chunker with a forward choke up spot just fits my hand better, especially when my hands are really twitchy. Hell yeah. Our tactical rider just got his County Comm Vosteed mini nightshade in
Cool.
just now.
I still need to pull a trigger on a mini nightshade.
This version is almost gone.
Yeah.
Adventure Man, what it do? And this one comes with the Maritac Back to Basics flashlight for like $88 or $89 with my code Neil Mac.
Oh, Neil.
And I know you're not a big Ultim guy, but the nice thing about especially this particular knife in Ultim, you know, is it's so light. And this profile makes a perfect fits pocket or just a small backup carry, but it does big boy work.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Tack Rider. I'm glad you're liking it already. So I don't know if y'all saw my short this morning or my reel, but FerraMonster is doing a big sale. 15% off on the Urban Grip, and then 12% off on the Glideman and Aurora Rays. Plus, code DBD still takes 10% off. So 25% off an Urban Grip, or 22% off the Aurora Rays and Glideman. That's crazy prices.
That is.
That's big. What's that?
I've yet to pull the trigger on a FerraMonster, but who knows? My future, it may happen.
The deal with the code is deadly. Is the one that surprised me the most is the Aurora Rays. It feels like such a high class knife, the way they did the milling and the coating. But I love that I found that I could reverse flick off of that blade pretty easily.
Cool.
The Glideman is still overall the most comfortable to use, though. You have two Jimmy Crowe customs you want to giveaways, one from Pocket Razors and one from TJ. Hell yeah. There will be another Jimmy Crowe. Oh, go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, which two did you win, Adventure Man?
Yeah, there'll be another Jimmy in my upcoming 1K giveaway. This one is Ron Dobbins. Good morning, homie.
Ron?
This one is my personal Jimmy Crowe custom with the acid wash lightning pattern or lightning etch on the blade and the apricot scales, plus all the anodized hardware. I love this knife.
I'm glad you do. Actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you'll be getting something else on about the 12th.
Perfect.
For your 1,000.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. It's always exciting not knowing what it is. Because I see the stuff that you do when you post them on Instagram, but nobody knows what they're getting. Adventure Man got the Pilar with acid wash and shipwreck carbon. Oh, or copper, I mean, and a carbon fiber penguin. You got two really, really dope ones.
I got to tell you, I really love the little Pilars. They're a great little knife. They're what I call a little big knife.
Yes.
They've got that forward finger choil that really does it, but it's just still a small package. I really do like those. I'm not much of a finger choil kind of guy unless it fits like that does, like that little FerraMonster up there does.
Sure. Especially when it takes what would be a smaller knife
Yeah.
and does that little big knife, like you said, like
Yeah.
especially like you know, a little native where now
Yep.
you have a full grip.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ron Dobbins, I am doing well today. Thank you. I hope you are as also. And Ron Dobbins is carrying the Sweeney in the Mars Valley carbon fiber, plus the Golden Design Standard and Devo Mash.
Cool.
I'm going to bring the FerraMonsters back out later, but I got to put out the knives that are in for review from Mark Parks for a minute. That Conmu Compadre and that Golden Design Works caliber. So wicked.
That's nice. That had good sound.
Oh, it really, really does.
Yeah.
It has a great closing sound too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just you just got pocket check, Jimmie, by Tack Rider. And thank you, Ron Dobbins. Please do hit the thumbs up, everybody. Jimmie Crowe rocking a bug out with a clip point regrind.
Yep.
S90V.
Nope. This is S35.
Okay.
Yep. And it's got the titanium scales. And but that is, I have a bug out every day.
Yeah.
The rest of the pocket check is
And Field Master.
a Field Master and a Rambler.
Yep.
All day, every day.
So was that a Lynch Northwest clip I didn't see, or is that MXG?
Nope, this one right here was a gift from the guy on Etsy.
Okay.
Where I get my screws, my titanium screws, and this and the other. And I gave him a good shout out or two, and he sent me that as a gift.
That is awesome.
It is.
Chris Morris, what's
Hello,
up?
Chris.
What's up, brother? How you doing today? Today, from my pockets, I had the Devo Mash was in my magazine pocket. The large nightshade was in my right front. The shark cub is in my left rear. I mean, right rear. Oh, the OG button lock Elementum was in my left rear pocket.
Those are a cool knife. I really love mine.
I really do. It's the best Elementum they've ever made.
It kind of is.
I've got the mini fixed blade Elementum in Damascus on my neck. And then on my belt, in a new Kydex sheath gifted to me by a viewer, I had my Raccoon Skinner.
Nice.
I found out some crazy information yesterday. Y'all guys have supported me so much through North Mountain Blades that only Melissa Backwood's link has outperformed mine.
Cool.
So they are sending me a it's kind of like a Mars Valley. It's a orange, red, and black fat carbon Quaken to show and review.
Cool. Well, in all fairness, though, DBD, she is better looking.
I'll allow it.
Yep.
Ron Dobbins, day 2. B Shady's rocking the OG Padre, the Tempest Microjet. Big Idea Design, Lookout Fixie, Sog Power Pint, Ray Light Land, Apple Torch, Tie Dice, and the Shady Forest Hank. Loaded. Chris Morris has that ZT0562 carbon fiber, Spyderco Shaman, one of my top grails, and a Tempest Microjet Firestorm, and a Kubi Dust Devil Pixie. Rockin'.
Cool. Speaking of Kubi Dust Devils, I got one that was gifted to me by Chris.
Hell yeah.
And it just got a acid etch and stone wash, and it's getting a little Jimmy Crowe spa day, I guess. And
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. But if I may, while Chris is here, this right here was also gifted to me by Chris. It's my first ever bailout.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it is too. Well, I'm not used to this camera stuff.
That's all right. That is awesome. You got a bailout now.
Yeah, that is very cool. And thank you again, Chris.
So now you got a Tonto.
Yeah, I do.
DDB asked what's your chunkiest knife, Jimmie? Fook Doozle.
Hello, Fook.
Yeah, DDB says, what's your chunkiest knife?
Who, my chunkiest?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not much into chunk.
Yeah, you're a bug out guy, right?
Yeah.
Darkwater says he'll be here in a minute, and he's rocking a Spyderco Pair 3 bench made bug out, a toothbrush, a Turner Jackalope, and toilet paper. Yeah, it's just shower shave. He'll be here in a minute.
Oh,
TJ,
cool.
what it do? Titanium Justin.
Cool. Hello, Justin. How are you? Yeah, I've just little tiny hands. It is something to have to find something that fits these. But yeah, it works. It's working. But I did get a. Oh shoot. Let me think about it.
If you like chunkers, DDB, here you go. While he's thinking.
Yeah, that may take a while.
That's a chunker right there. And they just announced a mini version coming in January. A little mini version of this with a pocket clip. And it still has the titanium liners. They're sending me a micarta one and an orange one to give away.
Cool.
Gareth HB all the way from South Africa.
Wow.
Okay, Ron Dobbins just picked up the Griffin F3. Oh, that's a sick knife. And B Shady ordered a stonewashed compadre, a second microjet, this time carbon fiber. Ooh, and a third Tucson TS150 fixie, this time in carbon fiber and M390. And he's got Aries. He's on Aries books.
Cool.
I've never seen the Tucson TS150. I'll have to look it up.
I thought of my chunk. It's a CJRB Craig.
Oh, that's a chunk faux show.
It is, and it was gifted to me. The Knight's Edge had a live going on, and Loser won it and gifted it to me, and so I've got it. It's got the shipwreck copper by Mr. Eddie, and it's really a nice knife.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, I really like that TS150. That's a good looking fixie. I just looked it up, B Shady.
Cool, Chris.
Picked up a Lander 3 dark mode. Nice.
Yep.
Everybody's making some good pickups this week.
Absolutely.
Mine are coming via trade, but I still got some nice ones on this one and some more on the way. Like I said, that Finch Nocturnal, I'm looking forward to. Plus, I really want to see that North Mountain Blade quaking. Can't wait till that's here. Gareth, I said, don't forget to hit him up with what knives you would like to play with.
I'm thinking about it. I really am. I just haven't. I haven't jumped into that pool yet. But and Fook Doozle donated a couple of blades to the channel. One of those has been sent out as a giveaway.
Very cool.
And the other one's yet to be determined who I'm going to send that one to. But yeah, it's really cool. And while we're talking about it, Chris Warris donated this little TK Stinger.
Yes, that's such a cool knife.
It is. And he donated that for me to use as a giveaway. Also,
such a cool knife.
It is. And Chris is he just went over and above like a lot of them have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a $100+ little mini OTF.
Yep.
That's sick. Addicted to Blades too. What it do?
Hello, sir.
We will have Darkwater with us shortly. Angelo, what's up? And Bladewalker, if he feels better, still intends to join. Just letting the folks know.
Yep. Angelo found you again, Fook. Okay.
I'm going to yeah, I know what I came from. Yeah, I love TakKnives and TakCom. They're a great company with awesome lifetime warranty.
Absolutely, Titanium. I'd like to get with you and Iowa again, and we had a great time. I really truly enjoyed that. It was good to actually face up with people and shake their hands. That's really cool.
Yeah, so far I've only been able to do that with Chris Warris, but it was awesome. Bluetooth Blades, what's up? Joseph Jones.
Bluetooth?
Good morning. So this, you guys know that I liked the Raccoon Fixie, and it came in this leather sheath, which is small enough that I actually didn't mind it. I hate drop sheaths normally, but I could comfortably wear this all day right at the 4 o'clock position, and I did. But I wanted a Kydex for it so I could put it horizontal in front of my belt. And Chris Woden picked one up from my link and loved it. So he made himself a Kydex sheath. And then he ended up making one for me. So I've got this sick, it's red and black G10 on the Raccoon. So he did a red and black Kydex. It's got like piranhas on it. You got teeth everywhere from piranhas. And it's just perfect. I put it on my belt. I can carry it right in front of my belt buckle like I like. And it's perfect. Gareth, do you think they'd be interested in donating for the 1K giveaway? Yeah, I love this sheath from Christopher Woden. He did a killer job on it. It's got a great push off. Looks like it's one piece down here. He did a really good job with this. And very good retention. Thank you, Gareth. Yeah, I was blown away by that. It's kind of like, the Jimmy Crowe customs. It's dope getting something that was done. Somebody put their time in and did it by hand.
Sometimes I'll look at it when I get a knife. I'll sit and look at it for maybe a week even before I finally figure out something will hit me, what I want to do and how I want to handle it. So
yeah,
but yeah, they vary.
That's cool. And It's been very interesting seeing all the different stuff lately. I need stickers, Bluetooth, 100%. Oh yes, and I need some for giveaways. If anybody wants to add stickers to the giveaway, hit me up. Either the easiest way is IG on DM or DM on IG. Just hit me up on Instagram. But anybody that wants to donate stickers for the giveaway, let me know. I'd appreciate them, and I will add them and give them out. And I need to get some made. I know. I'm going to be turning memberships on very soon, and I've got some other stuff going on. I will be making stickers. Thanks, BTV. Jay Korsgotten, good morning.
Hello, Jay. I do have there's some stickers in that package you'll be getting next week.
Awesome. Thank you. And I still have some, besides my personal stickers, I still have some here.
Good.
To throw in.
People got to have something to put on a dartboard to throw at.
I think I've got some like big poster board paper that I used to use as my background on the table underneath the mat before I got the desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I might turn one of those into a sticker storage, or sticker board.
Yep.
Dwayne Letterman, good morning. All right, folks, I appreciate you showing up and hitting that like button, homie. Thanks for popping in.
Dwayne, howdy, and Fook, later.
Jay Korsgotten's got a Jimmy Crowe quick CRKT squid he just got from Pocket Razors.
I like those little squids. I really do. They're a fun little knife to play with, and this, that, and the other. I mean, the steel on them sometimes aren't the best, the HCR, but they'll still cut on most things. And, that's what you use a knife for, is open packages and things.
Easy to sharpen up at home.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about the mini nightshade? Oh, man, I love it. Brian F., good morning. Good morning. How are you? It made me a believer in the Schillen cutter blade style to the point that I had to have the full size. And but the mini is the one I carry more because it's such a small pocket presence, but such a big work presence. I absolutely love this knife. And I would like to get a mini grouper from Kaiser with the same, blade. I want to get the new Vosteed Schillen Cutter Vanker Lock. Mm-hmm. I really want to check that out. And I want to check out the Fox Chillin. This one is 477, homie. And this one is number 72 of 500. Tiger Claw, good morning. And Chris Warris asked if you've ever had a nightshade, Jimmy. Barbie Chambers, good morning.
Hello, Barbie. Tiger Claw. No, I never have had a nightshade, but you mentioned something a minute ago, Kaiser. I got to tell you, I've got this Kaiser Genie. I had to add a thumb stud because my fingers just don't quite.
That one's very hard to both front flip and use the blade hole.
It is, but I got to tell you, I absolutely love Kaiser's micarta.
They do some of the best micarta in the budget world.
It's grippy, and it looks well broke in whenever you get it. And
yes,
I just love it. I'd like to buy some.
One of my favorite budget micarta knives, period, is the Kaiser Mad Tonto. And I absolutely love their micarta on this. I had the Genie that had beautiful micarta. Bassmaster, what it do?
Hello, sir.
You got number 151. That's a cool number.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, now you can flick it as well, Chris. I've got the only one that I've got that big thumb stud on is the Kubi Bluff. And the blade hole was big enough. It's plenty big enough to flick off of the blade hole on this. But the stud came on it, and I tried it, and it was all right. I liked it. I was thinking about taking it off. And then I put this in my right front magazine pocket on my 511s and realized that I can reliably draw this like a wave feature every single time. I can have it pull out and be open and ready in my hand. And so I left it on there because I love it. It's my favorite way to open this knife when I pull it out. I have that right here. Tack Rider. It is in front of my face somewhere. When I'm looking at the shelf for one in particular, that's when that one somehow hides. I know. All right, where? Oh, again, it was on the shelf I was looking at. The mini nightshade is so light that paper flicks like water. You play with this all day. Yeah, the mini nightshade is so sick. I have that one right here, Brian F. And this would be a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10 for a budget knife if they didn't put this stupid flipper tab on it. The blade hole, the blade hole is perfect. Perfect. The button action is fantastic. They did a great job with that spring, but they put the flipper tab so low compared to the pivot that the flipper tab sucks. Jesse, good morning. You really have to. You really have to know that you have to be on the very tip and flick hard or give it a huge push button to barely get it out. But you have to like that.
Yeah. My grinder's just aching to get a hold of one of those. Do a flipper delete.
Yeah, if this had a flipper delete on it, it'd be great because then you'd have a better choke up anyway. Yeah. I mean, and the flick is fantastic. They did have room here in the grip that this flipper tab wouldn't have mattered if it was down a little further. Mm-hmm. So they could have placed it up higher compared to the pivot. Mm-hmm. And then you would have actually had physics behind you to get it open. But they just failed in their flipper tab placement. Yeah. And that annoys me. But other than that, it's a great, great knife. Yeah. So slicey. 14C with contoured aluminum scales. It's not heavy. It's and like I said, the thumb hole works great for the thumb or the reverse flick. It feels almost as good as the Spidey hole. Like, oh, that was my fault, but it works great. Great jimping. Mm-hmm. This isn't going in the 1K giveaway because it's still a really good knife. But that's where they missed the mark. Yeah. Is that flipper tab is a big, big miss. It says on them, I think it's 2 and 2. Okay.
Going back to
the other two might be the USPS, but I don't have packing tape yet. UPS. Oh, I thought I had the USPS. There's one of those. Okay. Pardon, I was talking to Mrs. Deadly. She's running some packages out for me that are going out to folks.
Well, back to the flippers. Sometimes, because I do have small hands, to get up to where I can operate the thumb hole or even sometimes thumb studs, that flipper will come around and hit right here and cause failures because I got to choke it. And that finger being all messed up is not helping either.
Sure. Yeah, it's flipper delete the world. That's what I say. The cover it in Ultim. Obi-Wan Shinobi, what it do, homie? What it do? Yeah, I still think that Fintiso Cobra is a good knife for the price, but I just hate the flipper.
Yeah.
Flipper is my least favorite way to open a knife anyway, because same with you. There's a lot of times this doesn't really want to do it so well. Like even a front flipper action is easier for me sometimes to just roll my finger to the side.
Well, this little Genie, I actually, let me get it down here.
Yeah.
I actually took some of the front flipper off on this one.
Yeah.
Because here again, when I opened it,
yes,
it was hitting right there. Let me get
got you.
And so I trimmed just a little bit, and now it just slides right by there. I feel
nice. So that front flipper's working well for you now?
No.
You don't use it at all. You just use
use
the cans.
No, it's just there.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Yeah, that front flipper was not done the best.
No.
That was one of the few that I did not dig the way they did their opening on it. Most of them I really do. I thought that one was a little bit of a miss, but it's such a great knife that I can see using the removable thumb stud on it, because it is a fantastic blade and handle. It's comfortable.
And it actually does fit. It actually does fit my hand a little bit, even though it is thin.
Yeah.
But that finger won't quite wrap around there to do what it needs to do. It just.
Yeah, I gave that knife to my son because his hands are a little smaller for me.
Yep.
It'll be the Maverick. Okay, roger that. Roger that. Terrence Funderburg, good morning.
Hello, sir.
But what's that? Ultim, yes, but can't delete the flippers. Have you given away the $70 Ozark yet? I haven't even found the $5 one yet, but this one is going in the 1K, a brand new one.
Yeah, this is what you wanted to wake up to, isn't it, Robo? See me on the screen? Yeah.
A Robo.
I don't know if Titanium Justin's still on or not, but he and I have always had this very friendly thing about finger choils. So I bought the cheapest knife I could on Amazon. I think it was like $7. Had a 4-inch blade, and I put 3 large finger choils on that and left him about 1 inch of sharpened edge. I gifted that one to him, and so yeah, that's got his finger choils in it.
That's awesome. He showed me that knife, and he sent me a picture, and I just died laughing. Like I was cracking up.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Already suffered a morning looking at the Knight's Edge. Yeah, I got you, Obi-Wan. So this knife here, people were selling it on Whatnot and shit. And before he found Knife Tube, Obi-Wan ended up paying $30 for it. But it gets worse. The white one that's like only tiny liners, they call it stainless steel. They don't even tell you what kind, and it's a $5 knife. Is going for $70.
Wow. You know, it's market, whatever the market will bear.
It's crazy. And that one, like I said, I guess that one's just crap from what people say. The orange one is up to $70 now too, he said.
Wow.
Like this one for a $10 knife.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the white ones are not D2. The white ones are stainless steel. And I guess like you could pretty much bend those handles.
Yeah. I just about, well, I had some ordered on Chicago Knife Works. They had the pyrite lights for $22.
Damn, that's a steal. That's such a good knife.
And I had 4 of the white ones in my box in my cart. Then the next day they sent a message back that they was out of stock, and so I don't know if they realized what happened or what, but so yeah. But I thought, man, that was going to be great giveaways.
Yeah, what a stupid deal.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, here it is. I was saying, no, I got one. It was hiding too. That, to me, Mark Parks, morning.
Hello, Mark.
To me, this is the #1 budget knife value under $50 on the market today. The #1 value best knife for the price. I mean, normally $30 for this, steal.
Yeah.
It's such a great knife. They did a fantastic job with it. Yeah. The button action is just as good as the other pyrites. And it's thin and slicey. It's got a larger blade, but such a comfortable handle, contoured FRN. It's FRN, but it feels good, and it has full inset steel liners just for $30 and ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, after that happened to him with the Ozark Grail, though, he did find one of my lives, and we started talking. And he went on White Mountain Knives and picked up a red G10 with black blade Cubius Titius for only $27 after discount.
That's cool.
That's a good value.
It is.
This is such a good knife. I know for you, it's definitely larger than you carry normally, because it is a full 8-inch big knife.
It is.
But for extra large hands, it's so comfortable. So comfortable. And the action on them is awesome. Sergio Lucio. Because I do like big old chunky knives. More handle, the better. I had to get 3 of these. Titanium, Ultim, and Jade. Jade was the first one. But yeah, as you can see, I think it's a knife worth purchasing. All right, Terrence, thanks for popping in. Have a killer day. I'm trying to trade this one right now to Darkwater for his Kubi Vagrant. He has the Tiger Stripe collection, but not this one. And I like the looks of the Vagrant better. Or, I like the looks of the Vagrant a lot. And I have 2 of these already that I carry more often. So I'm trying to get him to trade that Vagrant for this. So I'm going to find out today. These, Bando, this is the Kubi Titius. And you can get them in D2. They now have them in 14C in G10 in a budget version. Or you can get this titanium, contoured titanium in a couple different colors with micro milling, 14C for less than $100 on White Mountain Knives with code DBD. That is one of the best premium budget knife values. Oh no, we got trouble. We got a face cam on DarkWaterActual. We really changed this shit up in here.
Hello, Darkwater.
What's up? I figured
I said-
I'd give the triple chin cam right now.
Yay. Bando Picks, White Mountain Knives, and use code DBD. You can get D2 and G10 for $27 right now, homie. But that code will give you 10% off of any of them or all of them. So White Mountain Knives has the best selection to save money with code DBD.
I'm starting to get into aluminum or titanium. I've done the lightning nano, but I got a power supply. But
Nice.
I have got to figure out how they do that tiger stripe, because I'm really digging that pattern.
Yeah, I really like it as well. It's a really tight torch pattern of some sort.
Yeah.
We lost Darkwater for a second. We'll see what happens.
No, I'm still here. I'm just not everybody wants to see my laundry covered couch.
Roger that, homie. We'll have him back visually in a minute. Yeah, I see the tide scales for the Vision FG. Jay, I'm really thinking of either sending my Damascus FG to Dylan for the win, for him to do fat carbon scales on.
Oh, don't do that.
Or the other thing that I'm thinking of is the
Practical
Etsy
3DP.
practical 3DP printed aluminum linerless scales that drop it down to 2.8 ounces with aluminum scales.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Have you seen the ones Dylan has done?
Yeah, I've seen them, and I have a set sitting here right now. They're not for the FG, but you know, the precision work on the practical 3DP are far superior.
Is it?
There's no comparison, and that's not trying to dig someone's work. I'm just telling you, when you're doing it by hand versus doing it with a machine, it's not going to be close.
And the other thing is, when he does them, you keep the liners, and that's where all this weight is. With the practical 3DP, you get rid of the liners too, and like I said, it drops it down to.
And you have the option to keep the liners or
yes,
linerless,
but I would go with the linerless one.
There we go.
So Obi-Wan Shinobi, to answer your question real quick, Brian F, you can get the practical 3DP scales on Etsy with no speed holes. Damascus is
they're pictured right here.
Yeah,
that's the aluminum scales from practical 3DP.
The camera's 180 out. I'm not sure why, but it's tripping me out right here.
The Damascus is when they take either one or more often multiple types of steels, and they fold them together many times, and they cut them in half, and they fold them again, and they smash them down so that they get anywhere from 60 to 120 layers or whatever they're doing of Damascus. When they go through the heat treat, the different Damascus or the different steels heating at different temperatures leave that pattern, and then they acid etch it after they dip it in an acid to bring that pattern out. And this particular Damascus is made of like 60 something layers or more of 10 CR and 9 CR, so 9 CR 18 MOV steel and 10 CR 15. And the core of this is 10 CR. So your cutting edge is 10 CR. And then you've got layers of 9 CR and 10 CR. Does that answer your question? Or does anybody have anything they'd like to add to that explanation? Burn Relic, good morning. Tiger Claw, I saw you, and what up, homie?
He scampered off.
Yeah, so he could chat.
He said, what up?
So
Hello, EDC with DBD.
what's up, my man? So Obi-Wan, Civivi,
Oh, give me 1 second here.
all right,
You
and
can sit
some
down.
of the other companies, some of the other budget
Hi,
companies
guys.
will use, what's up, my man? Will use 9CR and 10CR, but different companies do use different steels. And so not all Damascus is created alike. They are There are a lot of cheap, crappy Damascus steels you can find online coming out of China. So it's good to know what the steel is and on it and where it's coming from. Civivi has been doing it for a few years using the same materials.
In my experience with Civivi's Damascus, at least I don't use this one like extremely hardcore. It's just too pretty. But the what was it? The baby banner that I had in that small pattern Damascus they have, that thing
Yeah,
strops up like a dream.
yeah,
So
they do a
I
killer job.
yeah, I wholeheartedly recommend their Damascus.
Neves Knives has tested their Damascus on many different knives, and he always recommends it. This one is their old pattern. This one is going in the 1K giveaway. This is the Civivi Riffle with
I'd
cabochon
like to win
wood
that.
and skiffs installed.
Sorry, I'm
Donated
like
by
all up in
Mark
the camera.
Parks. But
Can you
yeah,
see me now?
yeah, this thing is gorgeous. Donated by Mark Parks.
Mark
Yeah, I'd love to
Parks.
keep it, but nah, this is going in the giveaway. Action is insane. Sometimes, Obi-Wan, you have to ask them. They don't always list what the steel is. You hope that a company lists somewhere what their Damascus is, but not all do. So sometimes you have to ask or watch reviews. Go for it, Darkwater.
I really
Showing a
like that
bug out?
riffle. That that is a very good. That I think that's the same pattern as the one that I had on my Civivi. And sorry, I have to get real close because on the way it appears on mine, it's tiny. It's
Yeah.
like nano iPod screen size. So
Yeah, I
uh,
love this blade, this pattern. I had this pattern on the Civivi Chevalier, but I traded it to Magyako
Speaking of
Chevalier, whatever you want to call it.
speaking of Damascus, I noticed Tiger Claw had two different colors of cast. So he's kind of in Damascus mode.
yeah, old Tiger Claw is Damascus personified. He has to wait till Monday before they decide if they're going to do surgery to hold his bone in place on that
Yeah.
arm. And so, yeah, they have one splinted right now, like heavily splinted, and the other one they cast it up. But I don't know. I think
Gotcha.
he was thinking about getting a red cast, so then he'd be and wear a bunch of white shirts. It'd be red, white, and blue.
There you go.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Semi-patriotic around this place.
A little bit, maybe.
Yep. So, what were we talking about?
By the way, I love that your state went 99%. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, there's one county that never does, but it's not a part of the state anyways. But anyways,
Yeah, 99% to 1%. I love it. And it's probably less than 1%.
it is. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been it's been a what is today? Saturday, last Saturday. Yeah, it's been a better week. I'll just put it that way. I feel like I'm not imminently going into war here in the next few months, and
Yes.
it's not political. That's fact.
That's fact. No, 100%. I'd much rather you be, stateside than having to go out and fight somebody else's war.
I am going here soon, someplace, but it's by my own accord.
Yeah.
And luckily, and something will, I think Jimmie, Crowe, Chris Warris, these guys know this, and I'll tell you about it offline. But you know, the unit I was with before is was very well. There's a lot of books about them, and
Very high
the unit
speed,
that I
low
am
drag.
now is transport, and so it's actually super chill.
Nice.
Yeah.
So a lot different atmosphere, you know.
Yep.
Crazy Roach. Homer Phelps. What's up, gentlemen? And
Hello
I wish I
there.
could see
Bassmaster
the
says he got
comments.
his AD slicer came in with the ultimate black blade. Oh God, that's the version I want, homie. I want that to go with my other ADs, 8020s, because that black slicer blade looks so sick, and I want all the blade shapes.
I
He
was
does.
Well, I'm
able.
glad that where you're going is of your own accord.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool places, you know. That I think that's another cool thing about it. I was told on my first year in the military, and you know, we were a year apart as far as when we went in.
Yeah,
On my very first deployment, this old E6, crusty old E6, sweet lady. I was kind of in a funk, and she pulled me aside and was like, "Morgan," she's like, "you need to get out of your shell right now." And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "You're in a different country right now." It was Japan at the time. And she's like, "Whenever in your lifetime are you going to be able to come back here and have, you know, a taxpayer funded vacation? You need to get out. You need to have fun. You need to go see things. You need to meet people and you need to experience culture."
that's a
And
great way to look at it.
Mhm.
a little bit harder, you know, if you get sent to, you know, the desert.
Sure,
Hard to meet
100.
people out
But
there.
Japan is not the desert.
So I did, and I got to experience Japanese culture and, you know, try to you know, you are the bridge when you're in these different countries. Either people are going to remember you as a beehole, or they're going to remember you as someone that they want to emulate, or they, you know, they think
Exactly.
Or
good
that they
things of
would at least,
Americans.
yeah, they would at least like to visit.
Yep.
So, you know, I always try to put on that, no matter where I go and whatever entity I'm representing, I want to be that good face. So I've had nothing but amazing deployments, even when I was in the sandbox. So you can you it is what you make of it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Can I tell them who I am?
What do you mean?
Like,
They know who you are.
What were you going to show, Jimmy Crowe?
Jim
Looked like
says
you had a
because
blue
you said-
Civivi.
Nope.
I
I
just
was
saw
at-
blue and I thought I saw C.
No, actually,
So because I have comments up right now, I just wanted to say I have my first bug out. I said I would never own one. I own one now, and it actually is really awesome.
cool.
Hell yeah.
I still don't like that they come with plastic scales, you
Agreed.
know, but
There's
you know,
a
when you get
billion
something that's like
options.
this that, you know, you can't break with your finger,
Yeah.
then, you know, it changes the ball game.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is the Marine Corps' birthday. Semper Fidelis, and thank you for your service, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yep. Hoorah, Devil Dogs. Hoorah, Devil Dogs.
I
Well,
was at two. Go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead.
no,
You've been
no,
wanting.
no. Well, this is one of my grails, and I was able to pick it up.
Oh, you got the Action Spiro you wanted.
I did, thanks to Darkwater.
Hell
Thanks to
yes.
Darkwater.
I
And
knew. I know how bad you wanted that.
Yeah, it is. It is an absolute fantastic knife. And now watch me fail this. Watch me fail it miserably.
Reverse flick first try.
I did
Jimmy
it.
Crowe with the skills.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing
No,
it
you don't
again.
need to. You're 100%.
That's what I'm
100%.
trying. But yeah, that
Jimmy can fire it 100% of the time. Reverse
was-
flick.
Thank you again, Darkwater.
That's
Well,
so
thank you.
dope. That was absolutely one of your grails. You were chasing it.
Yep.
And I didn't know that, so that makes it even better now that I know that. So that's
Yeah.
pretty fantastic.
Yeah. It's found a home for good. It's
Yeah.
found a home.
Yeah. Yesterday I
Panama.
was at two different veterans assemblies because my daughter is, she's in the ROTC program. She's a senior now. She's the cadet command sergeant major. And they always do a Veterans Day assembly. So I was at that. And then she was the color guard commander at the one at the junior high. So I had to go to that one as well.
Cool.
But yeah, the toughest part of the assembly for everybody that's, everybody but the kids, they always build the battlefield cross and then play taps. And that's always the tough part.
Yep.
But it's always a really good assembly for the kids.
Tactical Raider, thank your brother for us.
Hell yeah.
Every servicemen and women, even Space Force. I don't actually know what they do. I actually applied to the Space Force program because they were accepting other service veterans or other service active members, and I got denied because they said they don't need people like me in there. And now after seeing them, I understand why. So.
My daughter, because my daughter's trying to go to Texas A&M, and well, first they have the Corps of Cadets, which if she goes, she will definitely be a part of. And the biggest thing about Corps of Cadets is you get in-state tuition. So it goes from 40 grand to 11 per year. But she's also thinking about depending on scholarships because she's going to be in school for a while. A&M has every services ROTC.
Look what just came in the mail.
And so she might go Space Force ROTC. You got a nightshade. A mini. No,
it looks like a full size.
That's a full size. The minis were crossbars. That's a full size. Where'd you get that from?
From Vosteed. Look at the way the sticker came in.
Yeah.
That's gonna work. How's that gonna work out for you? No, that's man. Again,
I've got an extra nightshade sticker I can send you if I get something going to you.
I need something for a truck knife, and this is gonna be it. So,
isn't the Ergos pretty cool on that?
It is. Again, you convinced me.
I know you got the little one.
Yeah, the little one is fantastic. I wish this was a compression lock. Not compression lock. I'm sorry. I wish it was a crossbar lock. Compression lock would be phenomenal.
Yes, but even the crossbar would be fine.
And I'm not going to overstep my bounds. I know that there's some really cool designs and work, and I'm helping a person with a really cool upcoming project. So that's all I'm going to say about that, but you guys will be the first to see it. I wanted to show you also, this was thanks to Mad Yako. He bought it knowing that dang well that this is the one true grail I've been looking for since I started this knife journey.
Will you put it up a little closer, homie?
It's the mini Psyop.
Nice. Yeah, that's right.
Every other Vosteed, and this has been out of stock the whole time. Yeah, so thanks to Mad Yako, he purchased it, did his video, and sold it to me. And he did that with that intention from the get-go. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah, he told me he was going to get it to you ahead of time.
That's hilarious. He just wanted to see me squirm.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, but
I didn't. So
yes, thank you as well, Chris, for your service and everybody, both of my gentlemen online and all my vets in the chat.
Yeah. Speaking of Mad Yako, he sent me some camera gear, and I filmed a bunch of stuff and sent it back to him. So he's going to be having some of me working on some blades and
that's awesome.
And this, that, and the other.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
Homer Feltis, can I respond to his comment on there?
Absolutely. Let me just say good morning, Clay Crosby. Go for it.
Homer Feltis, yeah, it's a different mindset when you're in a different country. And, you know, again, like I was saying, how are you going to represent your people? How are you going to represent your sect or your family? And just put your best foot forward. And it doesn't matter if you're in a hostile territory or not. I was walking around by myself in the streets of, well, I better not say. But anyways,
A,
you
a
know,
less than
you could
friendly
be a
spot.
target or you can be an American standout. And no, if you just treat people with the golden rule, generally you're going to be safe. So that's good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here. So if I put up chats, I can't see the video, so I'm kind of flying blind, but I want to be able to respond to messages on here.
No, absolutely.
What
I
is
don't
Homer
even.
Feltz? Is it Feltus or
But I
what
just
is
say
the
Phelps.
icon on there?
I say Phelps.
What is his icon on his on the screen there? I can't see what it is.
I can't either. Three-headed wolf.
Oh,
And a dude
what is that?
behind it, like a Viking, maybe.
A Cerberus, maybe?
Yeah, but it's less Cerberus and more with three-headed wolves. Like,
Teflkunden?
yeah. Devil the Hounds. Tactical Llama EDC, what it do, homie? What it do?
What up? No, I was gonna say what up, T Diddy, but that sounds horrible. I'm not gonna say that.
And Paul
What's up,
Mills.
Tactical Llama?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, Tactical Llama, he definitely cracks me up. That one video where he goes floating across the room, I about lost it. I literally spit coffee through my nose. I don't know how people are so creative. I cannot do that.
I don't know, but it's worked because he's got a SpaceX rocket strapped to his butthole right now, and he is just flying up in subs. I'm loving it for him.
Yeah.
Well,
What are you
evidently
at
someone
right now,
shared one of mine, but
SpaceX?
my Kershaw video, it went from like 400 views to 2,900 views. Like someone must have shared it in a Kershaw forum or something. That's the only thing that I can think of.
I've had a couple lately bounce like that, and it's a good feeling. $31.99. God damn, SpaceX.
That sounds like a Walmart sale price right there. That's freaking awesome.
That is.
You're gonna be a 5K in no time, my friend. This is like meteoric.
Yeah, that's insane.
MC better watch out.
Well, yeah, when you're metal complex status, don't forget us, okay?
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. You start showing some skin, you might even catch Melissa. Melissa Backdoor. Melissa Backwoods. You know who I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, this thing is dope. I
do feel bad for her because she's using what she's got, and we all talk shit about her, but we would all be doing it as well. If I could charge everybody $3,000 and a knife just to show off their product,
here we go.
Yeah, I would do it. Oh, we got some titties in the chat. Go ahead about that mini psyop.
Oh, I just I don't have a mini bug out, and I just assume this has got to be the same size as the mini bug out, but
I believe it's really close.
But now that I have this, I'm not going to
with
get
a wider blade.
Yeah, they're cool. I'm going to change the scales up on there. I can't remember what the scale company is, but Metenboss.
Yeah, Metenboss.
They have some Beskar, and I'm not really a Star Wars nerd, but I do like the Mandalorian, and so having some Beskar
and the pattern
scales,
looks cool.
Yeah, I think I would love that. Hey, Bluetooth. So
you got the live wire and MagnaCut coming. Hell yeah.
Oh, that would be sick. Oh man, so I sold those Kershaws already this week that I did that video on.
Yeah.
Because they came out with that carbon fiber Bel Air. And
yeah, that's the one I want. Oh my God, that looks sexy.
Well,
that marbled carbon fiber on it looks beautiful.
It was on Whatnot last night on one of I think it was Gina's gifts. And it had copper in the carbon fiber. Now, nowhere else on any videos did I see anything that had copper in it. Hers did, and I almost pulled the trigger on it last night.
Yeah. Are there aftermarket mini psyop scales? I don't know if there are yet.
There wasn't
Tiger
enough of
Claw
them
says he
made
would
to.
never show skin, and Rolf Robertson says, "Sue, Tactical Llama won't be hanging with us."
Aw.
The carbon fiber is crazy lightweight. Yes, this is really, really slicey, really stabby. It would be really cool with a hollow grind, but I don't think there's enough blade there to do a hollow grind.
Yeah. You could take it to a full flat, though.
Yeah. No, this one will stay as is. Like this one, they did
And
it
just
right
go to
out of
like
the
a
box.
20-degree angle on the edge.
Yep. So I did one of the cool things, and maybe I said it last week, and stop me if I did, but that drop bear that I had Satu Dave modify,
Yes.
evidently it was liked enough by Kaiser that it's in production right now. And I know they're not going to give me credit for it, which I could care less. But it's cool to see that they liked it enough that, I mean, it went into production immediately after all
Yeah,
the feedback.
that is very cool. I
That
I
is.
want to clip bear now. Tack Lum,
Well,
I shot you a message on Instagram. But yeah, I want to clip bear now after
I keep,
seeing that. Will you show it, please? Go ahead, Jimmy.
yeah, I keep thinking that QSP will come out with a Warncliffe on the Penguin and a clip point on the Parrot.
They've been very
They,
popular, the
they
ones you've
work.
made.
They work, and but they haven't picked it up yet. But I would be thrilled if they did. But yeah, I love that drop bear. That changed out all over the place.
Yeah, there's his, Jimmy Crowe.
There you go. Yeah, and I like that one too. Oh yeah, that was one I did.
Yeah, that is one you did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There
Yeah,
you
this
go.
thing is a mean machine right here.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that people pick up when they come and look at my knives. They're like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, shiny." You know, I love that. Oh, shiny.
Yeah.
And then here's that the clip bear.
That clip bear is dope.
So
Yeah,
the
it
only
is.
thing I know,
You got
ask,
an LC 200N clip bear with titanium.
So the LC 200N has black liners and black hardware. I was considering buying the what is that? The Lexan version that's all stainless, and
Yes.
swapping out the black hardware with this. What do you guys think, or should I just leave it with black hardware, black liners? Because it'd be
That's a
very
tough
bright.
one.
I would
That-
take the Lexan one with the black shit on it off your hands
Okay, that's
if
good
you
to
did
know.
that.
Well, and I had considered sending that blade in too to get a clip on it and selling it.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would even if you didn't clip it, whatever. And just know as a backup, if you decide to do that, you have a fallback option. That
Okay.
I would take that one off your hands.
Well, I'll order it right now as soon as we get off the phone, because I also need to get another smolt. And and you kind of reinvigorated me with that when you showed that black and white one the other day.
And have you seen Tactical Llama's testing on it?
Can I show tactical?
Yes, that.
Arms?
Yes, you can. Yes, yeah, that was a great test.
Yeah, this knife is definitely a fantastic knife. And like I said, if you go to the link and use the code, you can get it for $56. Not this black and white, but the gray with the black micarta, and you still get the 3V. This one's
Where
$70.
is that one at?
This one is 70 on Kaiser, but the other one is White Mountain Knives. It's the 3V, and you can get it for $56 after code DBD.
I want to. I don't know. Do you think I'd be stupid to strip the coating off and
No,
then
'cause
gun blue it?
the way that you use a knife, I think you'd be better off with it stripped.
Well, I would like to strip it and again with my mini harpoon, gun blue it.
Yeah, no, I think that would look sick, and it would look better with the one from White Mountain Knives because that one has gray G10 and the black micarta, which would look better if this was stripped with the blue than
Yeah.
this black and white would.
Well, I have these to throw on there. And
Those are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
those are those Dylan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Looking forward to that, Tack Llama.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's 180 out, which is silly to me.
Tripping you out.
Oh, let's see, mirror. Is this-
YouTube Music Portal, what's up?
Oh, there we go. I figured
You
it
just,
out.
had, you just had to unclick mirror my screen.
Yeah.
Hello, YouTube Music Portal.
I don't know if you saw it or not, Tack Llama, but I shot you a message on Instagram.
And thank
Yeah,
you.
that
Paloma.
that I think that would look really cool, blued out, and the 3V is
Dude, those
you
muskrats are
know
great.
it's Kaiser's 3V is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got a
if you
good
were
heat
gonna
treat.
strip it, I would definitely recommend the White Mountain Knives one. And I mean, when you use that code, I don't get anything from it on White Mountain Knives. I'm not even saying, I'm not even trying to make commission. I'm just saying that's the one to buy and it's the best price.
There's Mark Parks. His ears must have been burning unless he was already in here.
He was in here. Yeah, not only did he donate that knife for giveaway, but these videos are going up soon, and then I'm sending his golden Design Works caliber back to him, and his Kunwu compadre will be going back to him this week.
I need to do a, what do you call it? Another giveaway. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I would like to give something really cool away. It's not saying that any of the other stuff I gave away wasn't cool, but you know, I don't know. I don't know what I want to give away.
It's not yours.
Oh my gosh, that is a long lanyard. Look at this thing. They just
I
tied a
think I'm-
lanyard.
That's mine that I tied a long time ago.
Now that's what I'm looking for.
So like if you
I
open it up
made
and
that
swing
one.
it, it's just like
That's not yours.
Jade off of
Why'd
Mortal
you put it
Kombat.
on yours?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
this is my box.
You can almost
Who
whip
put
it
it in
out
your
like
box?
Scorpion.
What's that?
You can almost whip it out like
Oh
Scorpion.
yeah. Come here.
Yeah,
Scorpion.
I think I'm up to
I
9
made
knives
a couple
and a
lanyards.
couple of wallets and some other stuff for the 1K giveaway right now.
Dude.
Take it
Wow.
easy, Chris Warris. Thanks for hanging out, homie.
Take care, Chris. Be safe.
Good to see you, Rolf and Gareth.
Love you,
Bye,
brother.
Chris Warren.
YouTube Music Portal. Mark Parks.
Dad, can I go to Noah's?
Yes, you can.
Go Army, be Navy, Chris.
Hello.
Go
Stacy
team.
Bolster Blades, good morning. I
Hello,
appreciate
Stacy
you popping in and
Bolster
saying hi.
Hello, Stacy.
Paul
Paul Mills.
Mills.
Yeah.
Paul.
Good morning, folks. Appreciate y'all stab that like button like you mean it. I already know every one of you just /subscribe, so this
That's the hardest thing if you're doing it on mobile. I can't keep up with the chat.
yeah. I have
then-
I have my phone set up to record, but I'm watching it on my laptop. So I can see the chat there and see all the screens. Much easier.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Man.
I can't stay on here long today. We gotta, it is that time of the year, and I gotta blow out the sprinkler system and winterize everything. So
Roger that. I plan on going as long as I normally do.
okay, well, it won't take me long. I just know I need to get it done when it's warm out. So, honeydews, honeydew this, honeydew that. So
Yay. Well, it's not like when you own the house, it's not like somebody else can come do it for you.
no, because if they don't come do it for me, I'll be redoing everything in the spring. So
Here's
That's
my
true.
arms. You wanted to see them.
We got sticks going on.
yeah, poor kid.
Good thing
Yeah, it's
kids
really
heal quick.
humbling.
Yeah, when you can't do your own basic functions anymore, your own your own cleaning.
Somebody was asking you earlier, but yes, I am Tiger Claw.
Yes, that
Roger,
is
Tack
true.
Llama.
How you doing, Bluetooth?
Actually,
Take care.
That is-
Tactical.
black belt. Tiger Claw.
Yep, that's right. And it's crazy. I'm glad he got his black belt done, and then literally a week later, then he went through that. But he's not going to be doing any wrist locks or striking anytime soon.
Sure, but he got his black belt, and hey, you know what? He can still kick with his feet if he needs to.
Yep, that's right. Nothing wakes you up like a heel to the chin.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to wipe your butt sucks, huh, little man?
Somebody else has to do it for me.
Yeah. Someone else has to do it.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, not easy.
Chris just left.
Then why is he still?
No, he bounced. I just pinned him.
I'm surrounded by Joes right now.
Yep.
There's Jimmie Crowe right here.
Hello
Typically.
there.
Thanks, Jimmie Crowe.
Hey, Rolf won a really sweet giveaway earlier, I heard.
Oh, earlier was what? TKL, or did he win on TKE?
Yep, on Night's Edge, yep.
Nice. I had to bounce to get all this going because it was showing that my free StreamYard was supposed to reset today because I was at 19 hours and 55 minutes used of 20 hours. And it was supposed to reset today, but it was not resetting. Later, Bluetooth Blades, thanks for hanging out. It wasn't resetting. And so I only had 5 minutes of streaming. So I deleted the stream and I tried 2 other streaming services, BeLive and Restream, and neither one of them were getting done what I needed to get done. So I came back to StreamYard and ended up just paying for the premium and resetting up the stream. So I missed the end of TKE. Delaney, what it do?
Hello, Delaney.
How's it going, Delaney? Be shady.
Hello, Delaney.
Man, December 1st, the pre-order for the Golden Design Works Slim goes up. And I'm not going to have the $300 to drop. But I will say the knife is worth it. Their Magna Cut, awesome. The blade, that one's slimmer than this, hence the name. But the fusion lock, the button activated frame lock is so sick.
I gotta look it up. There's just so many knives, and it sucks because I want every one of them.
Of course. As somebody said earlier in the chat, the most common saying in the knife world, I want.
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
How are you today, Delaney?
Oh, YTMP, YouTube Music Portal. I was like,
yeah, it took me a sec.
Yeah, coming from a world of acronyms into another world of acronyms, and then now learning YouTube acronyms and
I agree,
all
Mark
the
Sparks.
knives hashtag.
It is very cool to me that there are. I am doing well, Delaney. I hope you are also. But it's very cool to me that there are viewers that trust me enough to send me knives that I don't have to create content with and check them out. And that's a pretty cool feeling. I never expected that. I never expected to receive, multiple several $100 knives from a viewer to create content.
I just want to see
Tiger Claw.
How much would somebody pay for that lanyard?
That's a capitalist right there. If I have never
Hustling.
seen Hustler. My man.
Got to put it on Whatnot.
Oh man, Whatnot is
Dude, if he threw
dangerous.
some lanyards on, if you grabbed a handful of these and threw some lanyards on them and went on Whatnot, you'd get $50 to $70.
Yep.
They tried to get me to affiliate with them, Whatnot. They wanted to give me money to spend on knives on Whatnot and then turn around and have an auction and resell them. And I could keep the proceeds, the difference from, the money they gave me and whatever we ended up getting when we jacked up the knives in the auction. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to screw my viewers to get the most amount of dollars I can out of them. If I'm actually going to sell something to viewers, it's going to be at a fair price. I'm not going to make them bid up for something just to try to make a profit.
Yeah.
So I did go on there, and I guess maybe I didn't see that with, I got an invite from Titanium Justin, and I just, I needed to get rid of some of the knives. So I did an auction on there, and I lost my butt on some, and some I broke even. I didn't make any money on any of them. But then because the show went so well, I really did get a fat bonus from them, and it made up for any of the losses that I had.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I may do a couple shows on there, but I definitely, I don't know. I'm kind of, it's good. Like and I know Delaney is another one, and Titanium Justin, we've spent a lot of money on Whatnot. I've probably spent $2,500 in the last month on there.
Damn.
So,
Bad
yeah, that's what I'm
Harrison.
saying. I got a lot of knives now, and I have probably 3 months worth of content, everyday content worth. So, I don't know. I enjoy the a couple of those sellers on Whatnot. Some are a little over the
Maybe
top.
I'll have to check it out before I harshly judge it. But it just the way that
Well, some of those shows are straight up.
the approach seemed to me was just like I was using their money to make money off of my audience. Is how it is.
Well,
That's how it seemed in my head.
Take care, Gareth.
you can
Garrett,
share
thanks
it.
for hanging out, homie.
I didn't see
Always
that.
good
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, Garrett. You can share it with your audience, and there is a way to link it through your YouTube. And I didn't know that until afterwards. I could care less. I just went in there to try to move some of those to create income for other knives.
Yeah.
And so, as you can see, I've never posted anything from Whatnot other than I shared yesterday Blade City's trying to get to 10K. They gave away a really killer Adamas M390.
Nice.
And so,
That's one of the few Benchmades I'm
not
interested
using it
in
for my audience at
right
all.
now.
Maybe at some point, if I sell on there a couple more times, I'll share it through my YouTube channel so subscribers can see that as well. But right now, it's completely independent of that.
See, to me, the way that you're doing is different. You bought knives and you're selling knives. It's not like, again, to me in my head, it was using somebody else's money to make a profit off of my audience. It wasn't selling knives that I had because I wanted to move them,
that
or
$20 bonus that you're talking
or like
about.
Melissa Backwoods, the knives on her channel. That's what my head went to. I've seen how knives get way overpriced on her channel.
Joseph Jones knows. Whatnot is fun, but it can be expensive. Yes. You've never had FOMO until you've been on Whatnot.
Yeah. That's the reason I won't go.
You're like, oh gosh, I need this. That's exactly where this one came from.
Yeah.
It was like, it went for $43 on there the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. So
that's a damn good price. Which steel does that one have?
Nitro.
Can you get
Nightshade Nitro V. What's that?
Yeah. My large Nightshade is Nitro V.
You can't. Oh, okay.
Oh, I say that again.
I said my large Nightshade is also Nitro V.
Okay, and is there a 14C? I know there's premium, but
there's LMAX. I know that. I don't know if 14C like there is on the mini Nightshade, but there might be.
Okay.
Hello, the lady.
Rhodey. Yeah. Good morning. Awesome. I'll be right back.
I'll pull the comments down for a second. So
yeah,
it's been fun on there. Everybody's saying I look really too old with my beard coming in, and that's fine.
No.
I started graying when I was in my 30s, and I'm 42 right now. So I
started graying when I was in my 30s, and I was also starting to run bigger jobs. Well, some of the older guys didn't really have much respect for you unless you had a lot of gray hair. So I was very thankful for going gray early. So it worked out very well for me. Yeah, a friend of mine wants me to try that whatnot, and I've got a few that I'm looking for and I'll get, but right now I've really backed off on me personal. It's more for the giveaway stuff, but I'm trying to. I'm getting ready to do the titanium thing, so I'm gonna try to ease into that and do some of my personal ones that way. So that's where I'm gonna go.
Yep. Let's see here. I started graying in my early 30s, family trait. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's for us too. I think it's a family trait graying early. Yep. My uncle, he always gets confused for Anderson Cooper, which that's either good or bad, but he was completely almost white in mid 30s. And you know, how hard is that as a 33-year-old man, you know, trying to get a date, and these women think that you're in your 60s, but you know, you're completely gray. He was almost white. That's how gray he was. And he might even be watching right now. But, you know, what do you do? It's just a thing of life. And I sure as hell ain't going to put any, what is that? Grecian formula. No, because I have a tricolor beard. And if it ends up just being black, it's going to stand out. So, yeah, I could care less. Yeah. And I've been married for 15 years. So that's probably why I'm gray.
I've been married for 50, 50 years last September. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Paul Mills. But yeah, I've been married 50 years, same woman, and she's a dandy.
Hey, there's nothing wrong. Hey, you know what? That just means more experience in your 60s.
That's right.
And you know, what a blessing. My grandmother just passed. She was 93, and you know, how cool is it to be around that long and, you know, get to impart wisdom on your family?
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. Absolutely.
I love hanging out on Stacy's Discord. It's a wild time. Absolutely right up my alley.
I still haven't done the Discord thing. I actually asked Stacy about it, and she said it's a little bit difficult to navigate. And since I'm a little bit very low tech anyway, I've been trying to just take care of what I can. You know, the YouTube thing is working out pretty good. So, or the Instagram thing, but
yeah, there's nothing wrong with gray. We just call it silver fox.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I don't. Here's what my hair is darker. My hair is brown, but my beard has been white for quite a while.
Well,
a lot of white in the beard. What's that?
We've been through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the funny things. You know, I get asked why. I think mine is a lot of genetics, but you know, I hear people, God, I work for 2 weeks straight. I can't even think straight. Go on a deployment in the military when you're 7 months to a year with not a day off. It just becomes a way of life.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I was home for 3 months and I got to go back on another year deployment. Oh man. That's why you get gray really early.
Yeah. Understand that.
Yeah, I think my beard started going gray at like 27.
Well, when I retired,
it used to concern me, and then I was like, you know what? Who cares?
Yeah,
I don't care. TKE, what it do?
Hello, how we doing, Neil?
I love the salute. Thanks for getting them all hyped for us. I appreciate my opening act, TKE. Peekaboo, peekaboo. We got Tack Llama with us.
What's up? How's it going?
Hello.
I am cleaning up some stuff here before I sit down. Just grab some
Hello, the
mail.
Night's Edge.
Yeah, California howdy.
Yeah.
Shit's
I
getting
wasn't just
lit in
eating-
here.
I was just eating some.
Beard, yeah, my mustache is still pretty brown, Paul Mills, but the beard is, it still has brown in it, but there's definitely more white now.
Another one.
Down the strap.
Man, you could really get some people with that elbow still, at least.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a Marvel character with a big bony elbow. What is that guy?
Yeah, that's the muskrat he's about to do the testing on.
You're about to see some unrecorded, well, live factory edge testing, and then I'll put the new
Hello?
edge
The
on.
convex edge.
Yeah, and then I'll beat the crap out of it. See how it does. I wouldn't take a factory edge out the bush. If I bought a knife and was like, I'm going on a camping trip, I would not take a factory edge out. Hell no. No.
TKE said he'll e-sign your claw. Delaney asked if anybody's signed your cast. Then Delaney asked if
No.
anybody signed them yet.
Not yet.
Mrs. Deadly, good morning, sexy.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, boy,
That's
we just
awesome.
letting anybody in here.
He's gonna e-sign them. Hold them up. Go like this. He's gonna digitally sign it.
Ooh. Got a little package from County Comm.
I got a little package. Oh, from County Comm?
Here my arms are. I guess.
Well, I mean, it looks bigger when you hold it with your tiny hands. So
Tiger Claw, I got
You guys
there's
got to
a-
put it closer to the camera. Look at that.
There you go.
all
What,
right,
Jimmie
so
Crowe?
Yeah, there's a letter coming to you in the mail. You
Oh.
should get it next week.
Thank you.
You know what that's
Uh-huh.
No.
for? Lanyards.
Jason Beecher.
Okay.
all right, so
Jason Beecher, good morning.
Once I heal up.
Bladewalker isn't
try to
here.
get myself up
Bladewalker
and
is he's feeling ill today. He's not here. What were you gonna say?
no, this is some glow gear I picked up for the giveaway. I gotta show you what County Comm sent.
Dude, I can't wait to see it.
I gotta show you what this is what I got. I was like, hey, my viewers are gonna want to find shit in the dark. Glow in
Yes.
the dark tape.
Yes. That's a good thing. I also like their little glow in the dark.
And who needs to write
Yes.
in the dark? Someone with this pen does. That's
Yeah.
that's for sure. Man, this tape is bright. But okay, yeah.
That's very
Let me
cool.
get what County Comm sent.
Tactical Llama, don't forget me.
Never. course not.
Getting all famous.
I know. When
Ridiculous.
his first video on our family channel got 16,000 views. Or his one and only video. And I was like, really?
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Look at this
Oh,
wicked
that's
thing.
wicked. That's wicked.
Delaney sent this for the boys to create mischief with. So
Oh.
they definitely.
That's a great
Yeah.
gift. That's wicked.
I do like how it has the double grinds.
Yeah, he's
on
got.
there.
It looks like he's got a very hollow right there, or at least a very, very thin behind the edge, flat.
Yeah, very interesting.
They sent an orange. Is that a sap cap?
Yeah, this is their made with
Storage.
the X-Pack or what's it called?
Yeah.
Is it X-Pack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
X-Pack
it's
material.
X-Pack material, yeah.
It's like X-Pac the wrestler.
Yeah, it's like MSRP $129.99, but we have it on sale for $19, and you're like, what?
I thought
Does that have the thumper in the top, or does that have any pockets inside?
No, it doesn't. If I keep fitting my arm in here, no, it's just a bright cap that says, "Hey, don't lose me." Tie a little
There
red
you go.
balloon to it, and send your family out into the shopping mall for the holidays. You can find them.
Yep.
I thought you said a sap cap. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I asked if it was a sap cap because I
Yeah,
thought
so-
maybe it might have been.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. You grab it by the bill, and the back is lead weighted.
Yes, at the tops you can thump them.
Yeah, and you can really catch somebody off guard.
Another
Venomous
version of the
deadly.
sap cap was either a thin piece of metal or razor or something
Yeah.
sharp here hidden in the
Yeah.
bill,
Yeah.
and you would just and do a little just that enough weight on a forehead or something was enough. And all I mean to disorient, especially with a forehead cut, there's just so much stuff that appears out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Beef jerky juice.
Beef
Yeah.
jerky.
That's the reason the thumb knife from the OSS worked so well.
You're right. That was like a crunch. Anyway, um,
What
they
this?
sent this rose gold. I think it's a sealed, like a weatherproof canister with a compass in the
Nice. I
bottom
have a
here.
titanium one from them. I like it a lot. I use it for my meds.
Maybe that's what this is. They didn't tell me.
Yeah. This is what
Man.
I want. Oh. This is so far the only county compost feed I don't have yet.
Yeah, this is it.
I will have it soon, but I don't have it yet.
This is for the sake of preserving EDC with DBD's integrity in case he does win this. I don't want anyone to think it's rigged. I won't tell you what number this is. So you'll never know. It's 108. It's number 108. I'm excited. I'm excited for anyone who has the opportunity to win this.
That is so sick.
They call it they're calling it like an upgraded liner lock, and honestly, or not upgraded liner lock. The
Button.
no, they're I'm sorry, I'm talking about the titanium liner. It feels similar to. I mean, obviously, it's way lighter than my other corgi, the full size corgi, without Ultim. However, I wonder if the titanium itself is lighter because it feels significantly lighter. So I wonder if they did something else.
I thought
to
the
it.
original corgi had steel liners.
Nope, has titanium. I think so.
Because I don't think any of their stock like button locks had like the
Were they steel? Maybe that's why I thought they were so heavy.
Yeah, they have steel liners.
Okay. Well, then that's why this one's I mean, it's insanely.
I know the Valkyrie does, and I want that.
Yeah, and that light you can see through it. Oh my gosh. That
and I just got to get one to go with my county com collection. It has to happen.
I really like the tip, that compound grind. That is just so cool because it goes wide and then narrow again. Its widest point is just below the spine.
Yeah.
And then it goes, that is so cool. And honestly, smoothest Trek lock out of all the corgis I've used. The 2 corgi pups, a micarta corgi, and then the Vosteed anniversary corgi. This Trek lock has been the smoothest out of the box.
Delaney says his micarta corgi has steel liners.
Okay, so then that's why the micarta.
That's the weight
One.
difference.
Yeah, I got rid of my
typically
micarta
upgrade
one that was
something
insane.
to titanium for the county com collabs.
Is the anniversary one titanium or steel liner?
I don't know about the anniversary one.
That one, I'd have to look that one up. Because I got rid of my heavy corgis. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
On these they did titanium thumb studs is what they upgraded to titanium for county com. So that one's the liners.
And then it has to be maybe the hardware. Is that the hardware looks titanium as well?
It could be. This one is steel hardware, which I prefer after having some titanium hardware strip.
I love the.
He can't be llama. He's not spitting.
Right there, the inset. You got the reversible clip, and then you got that little lovely. It's just so symmetrical. It's lovely.
Yeah,
it's nice.
We all back.
I really do like that titanium. I guess I didn't realize that, or I would have ordered it already.
Yeah, I didn't.
Hello, Kathleen.
I thought some of the other ones were titanium. I know that once again the D2 reaction has titanium line. That thing's fantastic. But do any of you guys have that Warncliffe from them? Warncliffe.
They have
County
I
Comm
don't know
has a
what it's
Warncliffe?
called. They have one with like orange and black stripes on the G10, and then it's
Oh,
one
that's
put.
the CDC. It's the
Yes.
CDC collab.
Yes. I have the regular. I don't have the CDC. I don't have the County Com collab version. I have the CDC version of the blue and pink
Yeah, instead of
retro
the orange
stripes.
and black.
Yeah.
I'm all
Oh,
about
it's a
that orange
Kathleen
and
fantastic
black.
Smith.
blade.
Good morning, Kathleen
The orange
Smith.
and black is really nice. I have the OG Tonto Hansen from County Com and CDC. That one with the sprinkles, the orange and black sprinkles. So,
That's awesome. I'll have to check it out. I just won a corgi from Vosteed's giveaway. That's my first giveaway I've ever won,
Very
nice.
cool.
and it was a photo contest for Halloween. And unfortunately, I get the requirement is that it had to be etched on the blade. Like they want me to put something on the blade, and I freaking hate billboarding. So
Yes.
I was being such a pain in the butt to them. They're probably like, "Screw you, we're going to give it to someone else." I
Oh,
tried to get
burnt
them to
relic
put
is
it.
T-Fetch. Okay.
I tried to put them have them put dark water on the top here, and
Yeah.
they about had a heart attack when I asked them to do that. But but I won something. I finally won a giveaway. I guess it was more of a contest, but still.
Nice.
I can't wait, dude. I've got 2 of the stubs on the way, Tack Llama.
Oh
So
my gosh, that's
so
exciting.
that this D2 reaction tie is a County Com and Meritac crazy knife. You've got full titanium liners on this thing, and it's just a crazy little user. Well, they're bringing out a miniature version, a tiny version with a pocket clip, and it comes out in January. And I've got 2 on the way right now. A micarta one to match this, and an orange G10 one to throw in the 1K giveaway. So it's going to be like this, but miniature. So I can't wait to see it.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to that.
So happy for that, man.
Where did it go?
Good to see you, Neo Mud.
He's carrying 3 Civivis and the Ozark Grail.
Get this testing material. Where's that block? There it is.
Well, I don't mean to get off here early, guys. I gotta go do some.
And Navy normally does
honeydews,
get
it's
off
just
early.
You're not
winter,
prematurely getting up, are you?
winter preparation items. So,
Well, appreciate
and
you
I could
hanging
be
out with
hunting
us
right
for a
now,
bit,
but
my
I'm not.
man.
So we got to go get an elk still, and unfortunately, with 2 broken arms, that kind of killed Tiger Claw's first season. But yeah, that's kind of in short order. In the next week, we got to get a cow out.
I've seen Asian ladies that could shoot bow and arrow with their feet, bending over backwards.
I don't
Like,
think
is
I'm
Tiger
true.
tired
Claw's
of these excuses from a black belt.
I don't think
that's
he's an
right.
Asian lady though.
But he's still a black belt. He may not be an Asian lady, but he can speak black belt.
That's right. The Kung
I
Fu
w-
Kung Wu. So, all right, guys. Hey, good to see you all, and
Take care,
everybody in the
Darkwater.
chats. Seriously, good to spend
Be safe.
Saturday with you. But now I got to go to work. So,
Hell yeah. Have a good one, my man.
all right.
Thank
Take
you for
care.
stopping by.
Bye.
So, real quick, for anybody that wasn't here earlier, I just want to point out that FerraMonster is doing an insane sale right now. They have 15% off of the Urban Grip, 12% off the Aurora Rays, and the Glideman, plus code DBD still takes 10% off. So right now you can get a grip for 25% off, or a Raise or a Glideman for 22% off right now. The best sales they've ever done by far.
Here's another Warncliffe by Jimmie Crowe.
Yeah, it looks good.
A penguin Warncliffe. It's fantastic. Such a good profile in there.
There we go. Yeah, the FerraMonster deal right now, guys, is stupid crazy. 25 or 22% off. This drops down well below $200 for the first time ever. And 25% off of $299 is a pretty good deal.
Yes, it is.
That's like, as a content creator, when we reach out to companies and ask for a discount for us to buy knives, we're happy if we get 25%.
That's Black Friday level.
Yeah,
Yes, it
they're
is.
calling it their Thanksgiving special right now. But yeah, 25 and 22% off. Crazy prices.
Wow.
I know a couple people last week picked up the Blade HQ version of the 80-20.5 with the black slicer blade and their Ultim. I really want to see that. Jay Corscotton got the Tim School of Fish Clydesdale and has the Tri-Stash on the way. According to his wife, his buying is done for the year.
Yeah. Been there, done that. With DBD, I'm gonna have to get off here also. But I thank you very much for having me here.
I appreciate you hanging out with me for a couple hours, Jimmie. Always good times.
And appreciate it. And Tactical, you take care, and good to see you.
Thank you so much, Jimmie. Likewise. It was great seeing you.
And everybody in the chat, take care and stay safe.
Have a killer
Thanks
day,
so much.
homie.
Bye-bye.
Hell yeah, good times. Man, I am really looking forward to the testing video on the muskrat because isn't it such a phenomenal little knife in hand?
It feels really cool. It does.
Like, it really does feel so locked in. And the pinch grip is fantastic too. But just that saber grip is, I mean, you could be here all day. Thanks for hanging out, Delaney. Always good times, homie. Tactical making vampire spikes. Yeah, he's been rewatching True Blood lately.
Kidding me. Buffy teaches you everything you need to know about vampires.
Yeah, old school Buffy.
There's actually a really funny story of how Buffy the Vampire Slayer saved a family. Like the show saved a family's life, and what essentially happened was it was during a tornado call or tornado siren was going off. The season finale was happening or something, and the entire family, except the dad, who was like, "Fuck no, I'm watching this episode.
I'm watching Buffy."
Yeah, didn't go. Like everyone went into the shelter except for him. Unbeknownst to the people in the shelter, it locked, so they couldn't get out because something had fallen down onto the door. And so the dad was like, "Well, had I not stayed to watch Buffy, I wouldn't be able to get them out of the shelter and save their lives." So,
And I wouldn't know the ending. Ha ha,
that's
loser.
true, right? And you got to watch it. So I was like, that's one you see every once in a while come back around on the internet. I'm like, yeah, well, the reminder how Buffy saved the family.
Who does
I'm
the
just,
Hank Hill impersonation? I not me.
talking about like propane accessories, those kind of
Mhm.
impersonations. Oh, like that gummit, Bubba. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't very good at impersonations before the paralyzed vocal flap. A little harder to try to imitate people's voices now.
A little bit, yeah. I can
You know,
imagine.
unless it's Marge playing the slots and smoking, or
Unless they-
or Ethel down at the bingo hall.
One of Marge's sisters, definitely.
Yeah, smoking some Pall Mall unfiltered or something.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I don't
Or
smoke, but I sound like I smoke Pall Mall unfiltered.
he buys a pack of Pall Malls and he rips the filter off. He's like, I can smoke it faster this way.
I'm sure Pall Malls you can still get plenty non-filters. They're probably one of the last ones left.
All right, this little Cecil rope is whatever. We want to find out how it does against the reinforced crap.
Yeah. Let's see. This
That
wow.
went right through. Nice.
Yeah, not only is the 154 CM seem decently sharp from the factory, but like the geometry on the blade is pretty good.
It is.
It's obviously not going to compare. Yeah, Lucky Strikes. It's
Those are
obviously
good.
not going to compare to the edge that gets put on it. But I'm not surprised it's cutting through that pretty well.
Yeah. It's a significant, I mean, no, I'm not gonna lie, it's putting a good bit. I've been doing this for a long time, like this kind of work, as well as just reinforcing these muscles and stuff and doing this kind. So putting a lot, even in cooking and stuff, putting a lot of pressure on a small amount and then being able to like pull back on it immediately so you don't blast through your own hand.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's like throttle control and like a rally car or something. It's crazy on a different on like gravel and all kinds of stuff. You just have to anticipate the material, but it's yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel there's a point at when it feels unsafe when you're like, I'm putting way too much effort to where if this goes through or slips or breaks, it's gonna be catastrophic. Like it's gonna be bad. Um, this is not that. This is very minimal effort.
And
See,
very
I don't
controlled.
mind. Yeah, I don't mind having my hand here. Yeah, it's gonna cut through this. This is not reinforced. This is just left.
Yeah.
I couldn't find my other mechanics gloves that are a bit more reinforced, but I don't feel um threatened or like I feel like I can do this safely if I was on a job site or something and I had this
Yeah.
knife and was yeah, I wouldn't feel like I'd be concerned like, oh no, I have the wrong tool. Nah, I feel like this would be able to be just fine. Cuts like this when I'm pulling towards myself,
It looks
controlled
like it's
cuts.
going through really nicely.
It is. And then I can control it. It's very sharp, even with this material where it's pretty hard to cut through. Like it's a significant amount of effort to cut through it. It's comfortable using it in multiple
Nice.
directions. Yeah. So
Thanks for stopping in, Mud. Have a great day, homie.
some good stuff.
Yeah, I thought that it was going to be a little too small until I got it in hand. And it's just as big as it has to be. Like
Yeah. I think
I
that's a good
couldn't
way to
take
put it.
smaller, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel small in my hand.
No, and I almost think it could go with a more
Clean.
Sandic, maybe a straight, less of a clip point, more straight to get a little bit more beefiness behind it. But I do think this is a good length,
Yeah.
almost the minimal length you would want for a fixed blade because it's a good extension of your hand, but it's not like an extension of your arm. I think it is an extension of your hand, a final extension of your hand, and
Yeah.
I think that's the minimal requirement for a fixed blade.
Yeah. And again, it couldn't be smaller,
No,
but
it
it
couldn't.
doesn't need to be bigger.
Yeah, and I think 3 or 4 snake knots and a bead, and you'd be totally fine with a pinky choke here, like a little
Yes.
pinky grip. But yeah, nothing more than
Yeah,
3 or
I
4
would put
snake knots
just a
and a
tiny
bead.
lanyard on it like I do with normally with my small fixed blades.
I like this. This
Blow
jimping.
cigarettes. Yeah, that's old school. What's up, Knives and Pizza? I would love to check out their K390 and Della Bassmaster. I haven't used K390 yet, but I want to.
The jimping is really fun because well, I can't really see it. There's carved in it. but it's flat, and then it does shallow dips. I mean, I guess you could say it's like the rigid. It's like the rumble strips on the side of a road.
Yeah, but it locks you in really well.
It's really good, but it feels really good on this. Almost too enjoyable. Like this is fun. This is almost like running the finger against a holographic card. You're like, as a kid, you're like,
Yeah,
you hear
making
those
that noise
holographic
all the
cards.
time.
Yeah, it feels like that's what's happening. Oh yeah. All right, let's see how it does with this. Oh no, we got the big beefy rope.
Yeah, check the big beefy rope.
All right, so that's kind of hard to describe on camera, but I'm moving this, not this.
Yeah. And it's like butter.
Yeah,
And you have
I
insane
feel.
control.
Yeah, and there's no, and I can't feel anything. Like this
There's
has
no
so
drag.
many. Exactly. What I've learned is that noodles, these styrofoam tubes and noodles and stuff, have so many of these little pockets, air pockets and cells, like styrofoam does, that if there were any burr, any little bit on paper, you can't really test. You're only testing the part of the edge that is touching the paper. So that's why we like to drag it along, so we get the paper to run all the way along the blade.
Yeah.
However, dude, this it
It
touches the
shows
entire
if there's drag on the blade itself.
Yeah, and you can actually feel any burrs and chips and stuff all along the blade rather than just in one spot with the paper. You do this and you actually can feel like little vibrations when you have burrs and nicks and chips and stuff, but there's nothing right now. Like it's smooth. So I don't know what I was cutting out, the rope and the tube.
Yeah.
So the edge has not been impacted at all. So far factory's doing well. Doing really well. All right, let's
See that big thick thistle rope.
All right, so it's already better than the smolt in my opinion. And
Really?
well,
It's the control of the knife,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep. I
Because
don't think it's necessarily
the
the edge
difference in
geometry,
grip.
but yeah, I think so. I'm able to. I think it's because that little this. Is it just me or is it slightly like doing this little curve? It
It
kind of
does a
feels
little
like
bit,
that.
and it locks you in.
Yeah, and I think that gives you a better rolling motion, a better natural cutting. The smolt is very flat,
Straight.
and then I had to be very conscious of like how I was cutting with it to get it really good. But this thing,
Yes, and you don't want to like push forward too much and have it hook
Like-
and slide because it's much easier to slide up on the blade in the smolt.
yep. And so as I'm just going back and forth, I can see it. It's hugging the blade much more naturally without my wrist. I don't have to adjust my wrist, so I can lock it in, and it's just going around the rope. So I think it's better than the smolt because of that slight ergonomic
Yeah.
change.
The entire grip is better.
Yeah, I like that.
Where
Alright.
where your index finger can lock underneath is better when you're cutting that way.
Don't do what I'm about to do, which is, well, I don't,
Yeah, he is
I
an
think I just have to
untrained,
say that.
non-professional, folks. Do not try this at home.
That's right. Who says I'm at home? Who says this is my home? What is this beautiful house? Who is this beautiful lady? I am not left-handed, so I don't know why I was thinking of.
Oh, that looks easy.
That one's flying. All right. Now let's. If I absolutely had to use my left. See, this is what happens when you switch things up and you don't practice this stuff.
Yeah, my left hand
Whoa.
is almost functionally retarded.
Beautiful. That
Right
was.
through. Right through.
I mean, maybe one whack, a whack and a tap.
That's a
a mess.
pregame, right? That's pregame in a whack and a tap.
A whack and a tap. Good gracious, this is a mess. It's a good thing I'm going to volunteer to clean the garage after this. For anyone
That's
who
better
is
than being
watching, if they care.
voluntold.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on it. So if you're watching, Krista, I was planning on it.
Remain in Light Deluxe Edition. That must be music. Oh, Talking Heads. Gotcha.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was getting at earlier. Let the days roll by, let the water flowing underground. I have to sing it incorrectly so you don't get like removed for.
Yeah, don't want to be copyright struck. I'll be right back. I need nicotine.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Test on this one. Can feather just fine. Feathering is a good skill to have if individuals like to go camping or survival or backpacking. Essentially what you're doing is you're taking a piece of wood and you're creating itty bitty little saving, like just little. Creating these tiny little bits. So that way when you want to go either, create a pile of tinder or fuzz or whatever you want to strike your flint with or light your fire with, this is a really good way. Rather than just having sticks in there, you want to feather your sticks so they ignite better and quicker. It's like that. And also, word to the, I guess, what many individuals out there, when you're using flint and steel, don't move the blade along the flint because you don't want to actually, you don't want to run into the pile of stuff you're trying to light.
No,
You
you
want to
moved the flint.
position exactly. You position your blade, and all the stuff is in a pile under your blade there, and you want to keep it there. And you want to keep that thing there with your blade and stuff, and your flint is there, and you pull the flint away. That way, you're not like, whee!
And it's
Like
scraping and throwing your pile everywhere.
exactly. That's the worst pregame is when you have to scrape and use that as your pile.
Yeah.
That's an unprepared pregame.
Yeah.
But yeah, feathering. So that's one way I test the edge because a burr will not let you do something like this. Like it will take too much effort to create these little piles here. Whereas if you have a nice sharp apex and edge, you can get that feathering done just well. But anyway, that's what you want to be able to do with your fixed blade. Definitely.
He
Let's see
said,
how this
"Don't tell
goes.
me how to burn things." Fire, fire.
So this did just fine, I think. I mean, let's do this. I haven't done this kind of test yet. Let's do this. Let's do a horizontal.
Come on, Pinky. Why did Pinky not want to work? There we go.
No
I love this premium
fucking
pony
way.
stout, mine. This
You
is
are shitting me, dude.
so happy with it. Is it still sharp?
No fucking way. Maybe that's what. Oh no. Okay. I think we got like a 2%.
Nicaragua.
Even after that, it is. I think we're at though. I think we've lost 1 or 2%.
Damn. So you still have some fine edge.
Dude,
Most of your fine edge.
Oh yeah, I just beat the. I'd still consider it a fine edge. Even then, it will still catch and slice the paper. It just. Oh, see, okay, now I think I just dropped it by looking at it.
Because now it just went right through.
Yeah, now it's
That's a good edge.
I think honestly, just me
From
touching it like
factory?
this, I think I just put it back by touching it.
I am the great Cornelio. I need to be from a mom. Nicaragua.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like this. This thing definitely. Probably shouldn't be smashing. I wonder if the kid's still asleep.
Ah,
Anyway,
that's somebody else's problem at the moment.
I would definitely I'm excited to put the new edge on this one, and because I'm very impressed with this current edge. Maybe it has a convex edge. I don't know what it has.
But either way, it looks like it has decent geometry for show.
Really good. I wouldn't be
Man.
surprised if they put a convex edge on it from the factory.
So Monster used to have a flavor called Monster Assault in a camouflage can with a red M. And that was the best energy drink ever made. I drank it every single day for 10 years. Like if we traveled somewhere, if we flew and I couldn't bring it with me, then before we could go to bed at night, before we could check into the hotel, we had to go find Monster Assault. One trip, we went to 13 gas stations before I found it in Texas. Well, they discontinued it a few years ago. But through traveling, we were able to keep me going for almost a year after they discontinued them. But then they were finally gone. Like we were traveling hundreds of miles on the bikes just to fill the saddlebags if a gas station had it. And then finally couldn't get any more. And I tried a bunch of energy drinks. And I found this one, white pineapple, Monster Reserve.
So good.
I don't like their golden pineapple at all. Can't stand it.
Oh,
But I like this white pineapple a lot. I've been drinking this for 2 years. They just discontinued it.
You pick real winners.
God damn.
That's really cool.
Now I'm going to have to travel all over and see how long I can keep myself going on this one.
Yep.
Because all their new ones suck. I can't do an overly sweet energy drink, especially in the morning.
Likewise. That's why I go for sugar-free Red Bull at this point.
I can tolerate the white Monster, the sugar-free white Monster.
I love Monster Ultra. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the other one that I can tolerate, but
That's
I
my
don't
go-to
like it as
Monster.
much as I like the pineapple, the white pineapple.
That's good to know. Okay.
But don't get hooked on white pineapple because it's discontinued.
I like this. I like
Yeah,
this
black
muskrat.
coffee. Yeah, I like my coffee very, very coffee flavored if I drink coffee.
Some good stuff. TV. Some
Looks like that thing is doing
good stuff.
fantastic. I
Butter.
told you, in my opinion, it was more of a home run than the smalt.
It is. You're right. Your opinion is on point.
And just wait till they come out with a 3B version of the muskrat.
I'd like a 20 CV version. 20 CV would be really nice.
Yeah, that would be dope too. Another one that I want them to do
too brittle though. Who knows?
I want them to do a premium version of the Task because I like this overall form factor right here and this blade shape better than the Drop Bear. But like, you know, they've got like this Drop Bear with the Toxic Storm and 20 CV. I think they need to, and they've got so many Drop Bears in fat carbon and different steels that I would love to see a fat carbon and premium steel Kaiser Task. I think the clutch lock feels a little better than the Drop Bear, and just the blade itself, and the choil, the choke up, everything about it, I prefer to the Drop Bear. And I think a premium version would be sick. If anybody here hasn't, please do me a favor and stab that like button like you mean it.
Mhm. There's the new edge I just put on this guy.
Just put an edge on that hatchet.
Yeah, did this in the last live stream. Yeah, so now I can feather with this guy. 20 degree.
At tomorrow's Goodwill sharpening, what time?
Woo!
Oh, watch them fingies. Do not try this at home, folks.
Nope. And don't do it on a not solid
Watch
base.
them fingies.
I was not wearing these gloves. That would have shaved my thumb. That would have shaved my thumb.
Yes. Yes. That was good call
That's why
on the
I'm glad.
gloves.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I'm doing this live. So I would have had to blur that out.
Yeah.
It's just easier on the editing this way. Oh man. I don't know. What should I sharpen tomorrow? I don't know.
Do you have anything really wicked? You should sharpen that sword.
I probably should sharpen that sword.
That's going to be very interesting to try to get on camera. I do believe you'd have to go horizontal.
No, the camera's going to be a little bit further back because the sword's going to be done this way and the camera angle's,
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
you'll see the whole length of it, but I will or I might do it from further up. I think, did you like the top down? Did you see my top down knife sharpening stream?
I did. It
How was that?
was a pretty good view.
You don't get to see this
It was
lovely stuff. I mean, this is like 80% of the content right here.
sure.
Like
That's
this
what's
ugly
driving
ass
the
face.
SpaceX rocket in your butthole.
Pretty much. You gotta fuel that shit somehow.
That's for some reason the soulless ginger look is just really popular right now.
The soulless ginger look. I've been searching for years.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, it had to come in handy for something.
Yeah.
You ever heard this Bob and Tom song "Red on the Head"?
I think so. I've heard
I
a lot
got
of their
the
songs.
Red on the head, like the wee wee of a big old dark blue house.
I bet you remember the lyrics. It's ridiculous.
Sometimes I wish my pubes were blue too.
They are ridiculous. Didn't they have a radio show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They have for years and years.
Yeah.
Decades, actually.
Well, I think I'm going to jump off here, and that's right, I was supposed to film some videos of the upcoming upcoming prizes. That's right. I need to do
giveaway packages.
I need to do a
Giveaway
video
words.
of the county comm. I know words. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Of the
new.
300/1K/2K/74,000 subscriber giveaway.
I just stopped. Yeah, pretty much. I stopped putting a number to it.
Yeah, you can't number them anymore. You just got to call it the holy crap giveaway. The SpaceX giveaway.
SpaceX rocket on my ass giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, SpaceX butthole rocket.
If that's not clickbait enough right there.
Somebody's going to click that. The SpaceX butthole rocket knife giveaway.
That's what you need to do. You need to make a short talking about my channel exploding and the upcoming giveaway and call it the SpaceX butthole rocket giveaway. And just be like, have you seen?
That could actually be fun.
Yeah, you could literally do the most ridiculous shit. Like you can clip some of my footage and just be like, "What is this? What is this shit? Have you seen this person?" And that's crazy. I don't even know. I'm just having fun. Like that's the kind of stuff that comes to mind, and I'm like, if it just makes me, if I sit here and I'm just laughing my ass off, at some dumb shit like that. I'm like, I should probably make a video about it. That's kind of what happened with the cut test. I was watching all these knife reviews online, and dude, it took me months to all of a sudden go, wait a minute, who the fuck's actually using this many knives?
Stasa.
Like, exactly. And so I found a few channels that actually, I was like, okay, there's some individuals that use their knives. And then I started realizing there was a lack of, every once in a while you would see some kind of like test or sharpness test or
That's Stasa.
exactly.
I
Every
doubt
once in a while.
that's the only one that comes to mind, homie. Is Stasa.
And that's why you'll see him in a lot of my video descriptions when I list channels to go check out. You'll notice that most of the channels are smaller or individuals I've directly worked with or talked to. However, Stasa's on there.
Yeah,
I've never talked to him. I've never.
but
I've.
he is some of the best knife content on YouTube by far. He was one of the first ones I found, and
Yeah,
he
I love
got
his
me
format.
hooked. He
I
got me
do.
hooked. I love his list formats. I
Mhm.
love the way he does his testing. He's got it down pat,
Yep.
and you can really see how the knives compare versus
Yeah.
the last knife you watched go through the exact same test.
Consistency was there. That's
Yes,
what I
he's
really
got
liked.
the consistency down. He's
And
got the time when to do time lapse, when not
exactly,
to. He
exactly.
makes it so that you can actually stay engaged through the whole cut test.
Yeah. And so that's I liked that feeling, and I lost that feeling when I started watching a lot of different reviews. I was
Oh, I
like, okay,
appreciate that. You said my reviews suck. I get it. That's why I don't have the SpaceX rocket.
oh my god, you're ridiculous. You're a fucking hoot, Jesus. I had to be very careful what I said there. Oh gosh, because I knew you'd be butthurt with a giant. I realize there's a giant hole with a rocket waiting in your, but yeah, I'm sorry.
Like
Sorry, just gonna have to.
I can take Elon's biggest rocket. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for launch.
Oh my god. Question:
T
What
minus win
what
the
is
hell.
what is the most powerful, ridiculous bike you've been on? I mean, because that is a fucking rocket under your ass right there. If anything,
Either the Indian Challenger Dark Horse Edition,
shit.
which I do have, or my 22 Road Glide ST. The ST was already made to be the fast and nimble version of the big bagger,
Okay.
but mine has been chipped. It's been, reprogrammed. I've had the governor deleted. I've had that thing over 170,
Mm,
and
damn.
I can get up there pretty quickly. And that
That's
bike
a good
is
feeling.
a rush. And that one is way louder than my Indian right now. I've got a great 2-into-1 exhaust that's just loud as shit.
Can't-
And always have my music blasting as loud as it'll go.
Oh hell yeah.
And that one is probably the most fun.
Can't sit here and not cut something. Like it's weird to have this stuff in front of me and be like,
Well, it's already. Yeah, you need to now after you sharpen the sword tomorrow, right through, almost
I was very hesitant because
hands.
I like
You like
yeah,
fingies? Pretty clean,
yeah, yeah.
and that
That
stuff doesn't like to cut clean.
damn that blasted into that wood.
Yeah, gonna
Yeah,
have to
I like those.
resharpen it when you're done.
No, no, this guy's fantastic.
Yeah, that
I'm a big
wood. A couple
fan.
times in that wood shouldn't do anything to it.
No. This Fisker's finished steel. Oh my gosh.
Do you know what steel it is?
I can find
The
out.
kind with metal in it.
Kind with metal in it. Yeah, I can find out. It is made by Fiskars, so it's made in Finland. It's going to be
Yeah. Yeah, the best scissors.
yeah, they are. And that's not because
It's not because of the weird country they're from.
I was gonna say it's not because I'm biased because of the country it's from. Um, However,
No, because it probably is because of the weird country they're from.
oh, it's purely because of the weird country they're from. I mean,
Yeah, word.
national pride. I mean, yeah, they have some fantastic steel, and it's one of the reasons I really got into enjoying steel because the Victorinox knives introduced me into pocket knives,
Sure.
and then from there went to the traditional puukko that we have in Finland and stuff, and it was all of a
Pugos are
sudden.
made for outdoor knives.
All of a sudden, we had. I mean, my grandfather would bring us almost like every other year, or for birthday when we were there, or in the summer when we were visiting. He would like come and see. I have two older brothers, so he'd bring all three of us a different, like all a similar puukko, but the handle would be slightly different, and the sheath would be a different design, so we know whose was whose.
Whose was whose?
Oh, and it's so cool, man. I mean, the pile of bulkos and stuff we have there, the different Scandic grinds, like they're running around as kids from like the age of 5, 6, 7, just with these huge knives on our
With crazy slicey scandy grinds.
so crazy. And then
So sharp. Not slicey, but it's crazy sharp.
yeah, and then the really cool thing was all over Europe is just repurposed military gear. Essentially, it gets reused all over the place. And so you go to the sporting goods store or the grocery market down the store, the hardware store, and they'd have old like canteen pouches that were never used, things like that. And when you go to the liquor store and look at a lot of the bottle shapes, you realize a lot of spirits are shaped like canteens.
So they fit
So they
in a
fit.
canteen pouch.
Exactly. And because the recycling program in Finland was so big, like you go to the store, you buy a bottle of Coca-Cola, you pay, say, a euro 10 for it, or $1.10. You you bring it back to the store when you're done drinking it, and you get a coupon for that like 10 or 15 cents. It
Yeah.
literally tells you you're paying this much for the bottle. Well, before you go to the grocery store, you go like, hey, I'm going to the grocery store. So you get all the bottles and recycling stuff that you had. You go there. Before you enter the store, on the inside, they have like a little deposit section. You just feed the bottles in this conveyor belt. It's cool because the glass ones, you hear them just like get blown up and
Yeah.
thrown places in the back. And then they print out a ticket and it's a credit. And then as you check out, you just scan the ticket and they reduce that cost off your bill. That's so it's
Yeah, or Oregon has that. Like I'm in Washington, and Oregon's
yeah.
just south of us. Every can and every bottle has a deposit on it.
Yeah.
But outside the grocery stores, you can take the bottles back or the cans back, feed them in the machine, and get your money back for the deposit.
Exactly.
Kind of a forced recycling.
Yeah, but at the same time, you feel like you're only purchasing the product and
Yeah.
not the packaging. And so there'd be, we would always be collecting, or I should say, families and stuff. There'd be, bottles stored because they'd be on like out on the porch in like a little storage area or by the firewood area because they'd smell and whatnot, like beer cans and shit like that. No one wanted to stash them inside and hold on to them for 2 weeks. They'd be behind the shed or something. And so you could find empty vodka bottles or spirit bottles that were canteen shaped. And so we'd get them and rinse them out in the lake and stuff and wash them and then clean them and then use them for, running in the woods all day. Like we would.
Yeah.
So from a distance, if you didn't know, you'd see these like
Yeah, everybody thinks you're
12-year-old
drinking vodka or whiskey out there.
running around with knives with liquor at like 6, 7 years old. That's what it looked like. So we'd have to scrape. We would scrape the labels off, because all the actually wouldn't scrape them. We'd soak them in the water in the lake, and we'd wait till they peel off, like all the old soda bottles, beer bottles, like all the really cool labels, and then we would take those labels and stick them on the side of like wood or forts, and like use them to completely cover up or design. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, yeah. And so we'd have, I mean, playing in the woods. It was a thing we did growing up.
Sound like you had a
All the
good time
time.
going to Finland.
All
How
the
often
time.
did you do it?
Pretty much every summer for
Yeah.
a long time in my life, and then high school happens and all the extracurricular stuff, and
Yeah.
throughout high school I was going back and actually refereeing. Like during the summer I would be a soccer referee for tournaments and stuff, so that would help pay for the trip over there. And I mean, I say pay, it would cover a chunk of it, but I still had to, yeah, it didn't cover everything. And that's kind of gone down to every couple of years. I mean, the last time I went, I think, was 6 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then planning to go next year with the whole family. So,
Nice. Is Grandpa still kicking?
yep, grandpa's still kicking. So, well, my grandpa's no, all my grandparents are done. However, my kids' grandparents, they're still good to go. So thankfully,
Gotcha. Do your parents live in Finland?
no, they do not. My
Okay.
mom, that's the Finnish side. So
Gotcha.
she's here in the States as well. My
Do you
dad,
have any family that's still over there?
oh yeah,
Did you,
tons.
did you know?
Oh yeah. My cousin, my aunt, lots of friends. I mean, I talk to them regularly. It honestly is. They all want to meet. They all want to see my kids again. Like
Sure.
it's been 5 years since they've seen my daughter. So and they've never seen my son because now he's 2. So
Yeah.
they want to see him. They want to see him. But yeah, I'll plan on going back probably next year to see the family. Go to my cousin's getting married next year, so go support him.
Very cool.
Just yeah, get the family. But I honestly, dude, I just want to go there and let my kids experience what I did. I more than anything, I just want to be inside the house in the cottage in the middle of the woods and not see a kid for like 6 hours because they're out in the woods.
Yes.
That's it. I want to know what my parents experienced. That's
So-
what
Yeah.
that's what I want.
While you're drinking spirits out of canteen shaped bottles.
Dude, exactly. While I'm sitting on the dock or just relaxing in the shade, like it's literally
Is
like
there
some
still a
Tom
family
Sawyer.
cottage, or would you be renting one?
No, it's the family cottages there.
That's sick.
Yep.
And it's on a lake or something?
Yep. It's on the lake with a sauna and everything. It's got
Yeah, the
right there in the
sauna's kind of
woods.
mandatory over there.
Yeah, it is. And so it's just you get into these routines, you get into these, like, I don't want to say ceremonial things, but they're routines. The whole you go to light a fire, or so you cut some wood, get some kindling ready, because it's nice to go to sauna and wash up that way rather than use a shower. I mean, just so rather than go take a shower, it's nice to cut some wood, get a fire ready in a little stove in the sauna, and then when it's time, light that thing and tend to it every once in a while, get that nice smoky smell, and then you go, and it doesn't smell like smoke in the sauna. This is obviously you just getting the fire going.
Yeah.
So you're kind of getting that dirtiness, that outdoorsy and stuff and whatnot. And then you just feel so clean and refreshed. And plus, sauna beverage. Dude, you're in this hot room and stuff. It's nice to have a little mini fridge in the, like, right outside, or a cold beverage nearby. So the moment you walk out there, you crack this thing open, take a sip, and it is like the most refreshing, just dude.
Heavenly
It's
beverage.
It is the beverage, the feeling of just being clean from, like, I mean, when we steam clean stuff, things get really clean. I mean, when you call on the professionals to clean a bathroom, they steam clean that crap, like top to bottom.
Yeah, I couldn't
Um,
do it. I couldn't do a sauna, but I can see the appeal.
yeah, and then
With my
there's the
nerve
lake.
damage, I don't regulate temperature, so I could not be in a sauna. I would melt.
Exactly.
I'd get sick quick. But
Yeah. And the nice thing is there's different types of saunas. There's like a soft heat. There's one type of sauna that you actually, and this is one of the most coveted because of how soft and gentle it is as a sauna. It's not like harsh heat. It's just very mild and enjoyable.
yeah,
It's called a smoke sauna, sabu sauna. And what you do is you actually have filled up the entire inside of the sauna. You've heated it up with smoke, and then you've vented it out. And then when you go in afterwards, it's like this subtle radiating warmth that
very
is
cool.
just like gentle. And it is a huge I personally think I've seen it older couples, older individuals, or single layer because saunas can have like benches and stuff and little steps in them to get higher up where it's like crazy hot at this towards the ceiling and then down at the bottom
Yeah,
where it's nice and cool. These sabu saunas tend to have fewer layers, and so they tend to be a much softer general.
gotcha.
Since
Berkeley Cerakote, good morning. How you do? Or good afternoon. What it do? What it do? And Rhodey says, when do you get beat with branches after the sauna?
exactly, it's not apt. So those are birch branches, and you get young birch branches because they're still flexible. And what you do is you tie them together and you soak them in water. So they've been soaking and they're flexible. So they're not, hard and whippy. And it's literally like an exfoliating thing. But the enjoyable part about it is they're sitting in these buckets of water, and then you put them on the QOs, the essentially the rocks that are
Yeah,
on the stove that are hot. And so that then starts getting, that kind of warms up and gets the leaves like wilty, and it removes like the edges and the sharp edges from the birch leaves. But the birch leaves have really cool like serrations as their design on the outside. So this pretty much tempers it, like softens them and then makes them flexible. And then some people go to town with that stuff, man. Personally, I guess I have delicate skin. The mosquitoes love me. Some Finns are walking around. They're like, I don't know what mosquitoes you're talking about, dude. I'm dead. I'm like covered head to toe. Just like,
I
no,
always
these
seem to be
mosquitoes are
bait for him
crazy.
as well.
And but then some people don't even notice. I'm like, this is crazy. And then same thing with the sauna. Some people are just like cat of nine tails, like whack, whack, and they're just like, yeah, this is and like the moment someone hits me, I'm just like, yeah, yeah. I'd rather you just bite me and we become friends. But this is like, no, no. Personally, the sensation for me is not there. However, it is very, very popular and common.
Yeah,
Yeah. What I like, this is the tradition I absolutely love. You got the sauna. You're in there. You're gonna be sweating. Dinner's usually afterwards. Everyone's hungry. They've had like a beverage or two. Everyone's been sweating a little bit. So you have that one beverage is like a little bit more effective, and everyone's now hungry. Well, shit, I don't like usually waiting, and I like an appetizer. So I'll wrap a sausage in foil and put that shit on the rocks in the sauna. And so as you're in sauna and going, and it's just by the end of sauna, that shit's all nice and crispy and crinkly on the outside, and it's like juicy, and you just sauna sausage, and then you take a bottle of mustard, put like a dollop of mustard every bite, just have like a little beverage. Oh, that's my thought. Or you take a piece of wood and take some tar, like natural pine tar.
pine tar
Yeah, that amazing mentholy, like just
cleans
and
out your sinuses and shit.
you put that on a little piece of wood and you just have that in the sauna as like an aromatic. Some people put oil on the rocks or in the water that they throw on the rocks and then like eucalyptus and stuff.
Yeah,
No, that tar, there like tar, that natural pine tar is such a good. I mean, I think it's just nature. Like it's such a good scent and aroma and I don't know, man.
there's a reason that pine sol was so popular and still is around. People like
Yeah,
that smell.
that too. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. I didn't really think about that, but the Finns have a lot of tar and birch scented things. They love nature. Finns are all about nature. They're pretty much like the
That's
number one
really all you
priority
got
in
over
their
there.
life is nature. Yeah, they're pulp and paper country. They're all about nature. They're all about preservation, forestry. Yeah, huge on that. So I just want my kids to grow up with that rather than
That'd be
suburbia.
really cool. It's a cool experience. That's definitely different than anything that they're used to or will get around here.
Yeah. You also walk everywhere, like bike everywhere, walk everywhere, that kind of thing. Like if you need to go to the grocery store, you can just. I mean, the walking is very easy. The whole place is designed for walking and getting around easily. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I could keep talking about that, man. I love this kind of stuff, nature, outdoors. Anyway, which I got to figure out which one I'm going to take to Finland next year, which fixed blade.
Well, we got to bring at least one buco.
Or
You got to
I'll
bring
pick
one
up.
buco and something else.
Yeah. Well, I have the pulcos there at the
Boy,
time,
I
but
guess you wouldn't bring a buco. You'd get one of those while you're there.
yeah, I'll bring one back from. I've got a couple there,
It'd be
but
better to bring them back than to bring one there.
Hog House Knives is from Finland. I got to meet
Doghouse?
them. Hog House, like
Oh, hog house, the belly?
belly. That means brother. Yep.
Yeah, that is such an amazing knife. I know that's one of your top grails.
It is. That one is that's one. I met them in at Blade Show East, and it was just I think one guy was sitting at the booth there and someone else was walking around, but they, just had like 3 knives on the table, a tiny little table. I couldn't believe it. Like that was really cool. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that belly, I saw it first on Knives,
Yeah.
and such a crazy knife.
Dude, I can't get that, like, after feeling that blade, I can't get that out of my head. Like I can't.
That's milled step blade.
I needed I need to feel it again.
I really want to see
I'm
that on a
fiending, dude.
slicing test.
I'm fiending to feel like,
To be able to go,
oh my gosh, I felt it at Blaze Show. I was just like, this is crazy. And now today I'm just like, I don't want to forget that feeling. So I want to like refresh that memory.
it makes me wonder if that milling catches when you're going through materials.
I don't think so. It's hard to describe. I think it makes it smoother. I'm gonna call it the golf ball effect. Anyway. All right.
Man,
Goodness
God,
gracious.
North Mountain Blade has one of their new Quakens on the way to me. It should be here any day. That has the red, orange, and black fat carbon and
Okay.
Sanmai. I'm really looking forward to that.
I'll be doing what is it? MOLSECT,
Orbit, Slate, Jungle,
Coastline,
Coastline.
Orbit.
Yeah, those are good
Yeah.
knives. I haven't tried the Coastline yet, but the Orbit's a good knife.
Not
One
many
issue
people
that
have
they
tried the
have with their
Coastline.
flippers on their flipper
Yeah.
knives that the Orbit doesn't have is that their flipper knives have a late detent. It
Okay.
works great going out, but when you're bringing them back in, here, I'll show you on this one. When you're bringing them back in, that's where it hits the detent ball, all
Okay.
the way down there.
How far
So,
down? Like percentage wise, would you say?
well, I'm at what? Let's see. 20, 25?
Okay.
Yeah, the detent's way late on their flippers. They didn't, their first run, they definitely put the detent balls in the wrong spots. So you may notice on the Coastline that it's got a late detent when you're closing it.
Okay.
The
I'll keep that in
Orbit,
mind.
because it's the Orbit being a front flipper and not having that big flipper tab, the Orbit doesn't have the same issue. The Orbit detent is perfect. It'll fall straight to your nail and then close.
This is
I
what I've
want
been
one of
carrying
those.
today.
A Glide Lock Canary. I want one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got the
much
dolphin
so
coming.
much more than I want the regular canary. I want one of those.
Yeah,
The
I would.
dolphin, the mother of pearl dolphin with the mirror finish. That's the one that catches my eye.
That's on the way. I'll be here, I think, Monday.
That version?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. That one
Yeah,
will be
this
here. I'll check that one out. And then
when you get the Orbit, you'll find that this is one of the best front flippers I have ever used.
the
So easy. You can do the side finger, you can do the reach around with no problem. The only thing that there's two issues I have with the Orbit. One is a personal issue, and that's
oh,
you can't reach the fuller when the knife is closed.
okay.
And I like to be able to flick off of a fuller if there's a fuller there. But my only other issue, the stop pin hits behind the edge on the initial versions. So you're only going to get one or two sharpenings out of it before it's going to mess with the closing action.
Weird. Okay.
The stop pin is put right behind the edge. I've talked to them about it already. They take
Feedback?
not criticism, but they like advice. They like feedback is what I'm trying to find.
Okay.
And so they've already switched to internal stop pins on the newer models because of that. I told them about that and how that's a fatal flaw for some. So they've gone to internal stop pins. The other thing, as soon as I got the slate when they first dropped,
Yeah, I saw
I
that one as
told
well.
them this is a great working knife, great ergonomics, but they left the liners full. They didn't skeletonize them at all. And it puts a little too much weight in the back end. And I told them that they would sell a lot more of these if they brought the weight down with skeletonization. The next day, I got pictures of liners that were skeletonized, and they said they were making the change going forward and that all future ones would have skeletonized liners. Like, that's how quickly they make changes
I like that.
and so that's why I still, have a lot of faith in what they're doing. Hytron, on the other hand,
This
I
knife's
got
just
rid of
clean to me.
I got rid of my Hytron links, and I will no longer show this knife in the video because look, I can't even close this. The bearings blew out on this. You can only slow roll it because the bearings are just gone. And when I try to take it apart, the screw stripped. Well, shit
Oh, is that
happens.
the one?
Shit happens. This is their first model. I reached out to them and I just told them we needed to do a warranty swap and, all would be well. Stuff happens. And this was their very first run. And he told me, no, they wouldn't do a warranty. They don't do that, but they would give me 30% off a new one.
Yep.
That's not how you take care of customers.
I prefer warranties.
And so I can no longer, I will no longer recommend them. I did not carry this very much. And in less than 2 months of just like flicking and cutting paper on live streams, the bearings blew out. So why would I buy another one to see if they've improved? No, if they would have replaced this, then I would have talked about their warranty service taking care of me. And I would continue to show the knife. But I won't, as much as I like this little thing right here, their little button lock utility knife with the replaceable blades. And I do keep this in my EDC pouch because I like it. I won't recommend it or link it anymore. Because if they're not going to take care of broken knives, I won't recommend any of their products.
That's something I'm learning about some companies and looking into. One of them, I'm quite surprised that I don't think they have warranties, but
There's
I don't
one
know.
that I just heard of that really, really surprised me, but I haven't experienced it myself, so I don't want to claim that it's true.
Well, in my experience, Data Crew does not have warranties or repairs or support of any kind. In
I heard
fact, you can't even return anything. Every purchase is no
final.
refunds, final, done. You can't you can't even reach back out to them after a month and be like, hey, can you repair this or this happened? Nope,
That's screwed.
nothing.
That's I can see, and I can't recommend that to people.
Yeah, that's
I heard, I haven't experienced it myself, but I heard that this company right here doesn't do warranty. And that would really disappoint me if that's true.
let me see which go ahead and pop whatever you had back on screen.
It's up.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, I'm not
I did not
saying it
know
out
that.
loud because I haven't had an issue yet.
Yeah.
But I was just told this morning, by one of my viewers that they were told that there isn't warranty.
Okay. I personally think there should be a warranty.
Well, and it's one thing
For
if you've had the
many
knife
priced
for a few years
automobiles.
and you've used the hell out of it.
Yeah,
But if you've had a product for a couple of months and barely used it and something goes wrong, they should fix it.
I think so. I do think so.
Like,
I
even
mean,
if I have to pay to ship it back to
yeah,
them, if they repair it or replace it, I'm happy. And then I'll talk about how they took care of me.
pretty much. Yeah, that's my experience. And that canary claimed me. Oof,
Yeah.
that thing. Yeah,
That
it got me
that,
good
that
back there.
14C come a little sharp.
It got me good back there. Yeah.
Maybe that's why
Um,
they say they don't technically recommend doing that, but you know us.
I don't recommend doing it.
But
But I'm running out of the hair on that arm, so I had to find a spot. Um, yeah, so yeah, this evening I'm gonna blast through this one. I'm gonna touch this one up a bit, see how it does, and
put your edge on it.
I think it did really well with the
It
edge it
looked
came
like it
with.
did.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it has a convex edge already, which would be really cool. I just don't have the I don't have the I mean, I do have a jeweler's loop. Actually, it might actually already have a convex edge.
The grind is small enough that it's hard to tell by eyeball.
No, it's flat.
No, it looks like a flat edge to
It's
me, honest.
flat. Yep.
It feels flat.
Yep. It's so tiny. It's a
It
freaking
is.
tiny. Yeah, it's flat. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it was just so straight because it's not a long edge. It's a very, very short bevel. So maybe that's.
Yeah, and then it's just
Maybe I'll
all
put a
about the
secondary convex
geometry.
on it. Yeah, and then I'll be screwed.
Yeah, I do think this is a more of a grand slam than the smolt, even though the smolt's a good knife.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
not
this one more.
dogging the smolt. I'm just recommending the muskrat over the smolt.
Agreed. I would. So far, I would agree with that. Yeah, I also like the hand. This is. My wife liked this one, I think, as well. The ergonomics of this one.
Well, I think this would be a fantastic fixed blade for women. This is one that all different hand sizes can work with and lock
Yep.
in. My daughter, her hands are obviously much smaller than mine. She held it and she locked in and it felt comfortable to her. This knife is they really thought it out.
They did. They did a good job.
Like
on
I've
that
said before, it's just a piece of steel and two pieces of micarta, but it's about where the curve, where everything is placed, was very well
Yeah.
thought out.
Yeah.
This
And this was the
the
first thing
balance
I
is
noticed.
perfect.
Yeah.
Balance is perfect.
It's so tempting. I've been tempted to throw this thing like 5 times.
Yeah.
Just like that's something. I'm like, hey, whoops.
But yeah, the
Oopsies.
balance on it is crazy. It's right where you'd want it.
It is. So, But yeah, thanks for having me. I'm
No, I
gonna
appreciate you hanging out, homie.
jump
I'm
off
gonna
there.
call it. I'm gonna call it too. We've lost most of our audience. We've got a few hardcores hanging out, but you know, people are probably checking out the loot now. So it's a good time.
I
If
like it. Yep.
anybody's still around, thank you for hanging out, and make sure you check out Loot 10 Tech's next. And
Definitely.
don't forget, we got G-Ball tonight. He's going to be doing his 12K giveaway at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
Wow. Awesome. Okay. Congratulations on that. Wow.
Yeah, G-Balls. He's the first channel I ever bought a membership to because he's the one that really got me into live streams and such. Paul, later, homie. Thanks for
I like
hanging
that.
out. Bassmaster, appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out with us
Thank
for
you so
3 hours
much,
of
guys.
bull of just BSing. YouTube Music Portal, thank you for hanging out, homie. Don't forget, FerraMonster, 25% off or 22% off of these knives when you use code DBD, but only for this week. And that
Crazy.
is stupid prices. Adventure Man got his patches from you, he said, and I just
Oh,
got these
nice.
yesterday. So I'm keeping one of these, and one of them will go into my 1K giveaway. Somebody will get surprised with a llama sticker.
Nice. Yeah, I did the first round of stickers. Just got like 2 or 3 out to. I think I did 2 to pretty much everyone because I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure I had some. I'm more than willing to. If you would like some more, just let me know.
Oh, I'll always throw
Yeah.
stuff in giveaways. So as
Yeah.
anybody that wants stickers and giveaways can
But
hit me
definitely,
up.
always, keep them if you want both of them. One of them, I've got one in my car. They are dishwasher
Yeah.
safe, weather safe, all that. Like,
Nice.
did go a bit intense on them, so I'm getting smaller ones. They're,
Yeah. I do dig the giant llama though. But yeah,
I like it.
smaller ones not only less expensive, but they're better for passing out.
I
But
think so.
these big giant llamas are pretty cool.
I love them. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So if you need any more, let me know. And if anyone wants some, please message me. Also, if you have any questions about knives, making content, just I
Or
don't know,
need shit
cooking,
sharpened.
or need shit sharpened, or cooking, or just you just need someone to talk to. Dude, there's so many people in this community that are willing to help out. So
Absolutely.
no one's alone. No one's alone out there.
And
Okay.
if you can find out how to strap yourself to a SpaceX butthole rocket, fucking more good for you.
Well, funny thing about that, you too can now subscribe to my marketing program for just one easy payment of $129.99 a week.
All right,
No,
homie.
no, I don't want anyone's money. I do the support is insanely awesome. So DVD, and thank you. Like, thank you so much.
Hell yeah, homie. And
Huge.
just don't forget us.
Never. There's space on this rocket, okay? I don't see why you think there's only one. This could be like the Cerberus rocket. 3 buttholes can be like
That's what we'll leave it on right there, homie.
the Cerberus rocket. All right, man. Take care.
Later.
Peace out.